There it is, I found it. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. Hello. Alternate outfit? Yeah, this is the first time we're using it today. The second outfit. You guys remember it, right? You remember it. Wow. I'm already coughing. Hi, guys. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. What's up? How you doing? How's everyone doing today? Are we happy today? Are we doing a good, having a good time? How did I forget how to speak already? Hi, Andy. Hi, Frivix. Hi, Maeve. Hi, Zave. Hello, Star Girl. Hi, guys. Wow. Don't strain yourself. I'm okay. Okay, I guess that's a good point to start off with, is why I've been gone. Most of you already know. I've been ill. I was gonna stream like 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, I guess I could talk about that. The reason I didn't stream 2 weeks ago before I got sick is because I already wasn't feeling well for other reasons. Very natural reasons, you know? Very natural womanly reasons, if you catch my drift. And I don't like streaming when I feel like that, because my head is all like messed up, you know? I'm mentally bad. I'm in a mentally bad spot, you know? Like the mood swings get super bad. Maybe some of you can't tell the difference, but I can tell the difference, and it just throws me off so bad whenever I'm streaming, especially. And I don't want to be on live stream saying things that are awful and bad, so I just don't. But then I had work, obviously. I was working. And then about Saturday, this last Saturday, I woke up and I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. No. My head feels funny. I think I have a fever. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And so I sat in my bed. I had a shift that day, an 8-hour shift, and I'm like thinking to myself, what can I do? What should I do? I'm gonna pop 2 ibuprofens and we're going to work, baby. Did the same thing on Sunday. Popped some ibuprofens, went to work. Was very cold. I was very cold. It was very, very cold from my fever. Oh, sorry, my this is a hand cam. There's my hands. I forgot. It's kind of a key component, and I just didn't have my hands on the screen. Sorry. Here you go. Today's shirt is white. You can tell it's white, right? A little bit of pink. Ooh. A little bit of pink right there. The hands cam without hands. Yeah, that's how we're doing it today. We're gonna be a little bit special about it. Is the music very loud? Or like quiet? I feel like it's quiet for me. But it doesn't really matter if it's quiet for me, as long as it's loud enough for you guys. Oh, I can hear it now. I'll try to turn it up a little bit. I don't like having the music too loud on my streams, to be honest. I'd rather they be too quiet. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I went to work with my fever. I was just hanging out, and I had a very, very rough time, obviously, but I don't like the first couple of hours I'd be like, yeah, we're doing great, I'm not sick at all. But then as the medication would kind of wear off throughout the day, I was like, oh, I don't feel so good. And then it was Sunday night, it was Sunday night, and I was watching Survivor with my parents actually, and I just would not get up because I was so cold. I was all bundled up. I didn't tell anybody I was sick either. I was just like, yeah, it's fine. It's just a fever, guys. It's just a fever. It's okay. I'll be okay. I can work. I don't want to make somebody come in, you know, and like cover for me. Um, but then that night I was laying around and I'm like, I just have one more shift until my day off. I have just one more shift. My mom finally was like, yo, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And we had like the thermometer already in the room because my dad has been like sick with the flu for the past 2 weeks. 2 weeks now, but at the time it was 1. And so she grabs the thermometer and she puts it on my forehead and she's like, dude, your fever is 103 degrees. And I'm like, oh, that's why I feel so bad. Oh, 103 degrees. And I was like, but Mom, I need to go to work tomorrow. But Mom, I can't call off. I can't. And she just gives me this look like, you fucking dumbass. And then I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna wake myself up at like 5 in the morning. And if I decide that I'm still feeling like shit, then I'm gonna call off. I wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm like, I can't do this. I have to be at work at 8 in the morning. I can't do this. I can't. I physically cannot. So I called off for the first time from my job, which was a very surprisingly chill experience. Because when I called off with my last job, my boss was like really pissed. She's like, oh, who am I gonna find to cover you? Because they were so understaffed, and like at my old job it was like one person scheduled at a time, so if somebody called off then you have to cover them. But at my new job, I don't actually even know if anybody covered for me. I don't know if she had anybody cover my shift. She might have for the first day, because I think she needed somebody to come in for that. But my other shifts that I called off twice. For my second call off, I feel like they probably just didn't even bother because they had like so many other people in the store scheduled at that time anyway, so it wouldn't have really mattered. But yeah. Yeah, my boss was very chill about it. A walking oven and wonders why she feels sick. 103 is really bad. If any of you are not from America, 103 is very high. I think because I was talking to NJ about it and he said it was 39 degrees Celsius. I think that's what that is. But if you want like context within Fahrenheit, I think 105 degrees is like you might die. You might die, you know? So that's like 2 degrees off from you might die. Legit. So, just so you're aware of how bad that was. Because if I heard like 101 degrees, it's so funny that like a couple degree difference of body temperature can really screw you over. But that's how it is. If I heard like 101 degrees, I would have been like, well, I could probably pop another ibuprofen and go to work. Yeah, that's been my life lately. I had the flu. I don't think I said that. I had the flu. I got it from my dad. My dad gave the flu to me and to Sol. And not to air out my brother's business or anything, but just so that you know why I'm making it a point to constantly be like, my dad gave me the flu. My dad gave it to me. And the reason why is because I'm being petty. I'm being so petty. Because I didn't want the flu. He came home with the flu and I'm like, this dude is gonna spread it to everybody. And he did. I was right. I knew he would spread it. I knew it! I was doing my best to avoid him and to like keep my distance, sanitize, clean things up, keep things cleaned up, because I knew I didn't want to skip out on work. I didn't want to cause problems or anything like that, and I didn't want to give it to anybody, blah blah blah. And then I start feeling like shit, and I'm like, oh! Ah! But the thing about my brother, and why that is in particular so bad, my brother just had COVID. My brother just had COVID like 3 weeks ago, and he didn't give it to anybody somehow. Unless I was asymptomatic, but like, he already was going through it. He was already having like residual coughing, suffering, and all that stuff, you know, just recovered. And then my dad comes back with the flu and gives it to both of us. And then, and now my brother is like, now he's got the residual cough of COVID and the flu. And I'm like, this is bullshit. But you know how, I don't know how this is possible. My mom didn't get COVID, didn't get the flu. I don't understand. She's sleeping with the plague and she didn't get the flu. But I get the flu? Me? So that's how I've been feeling. I've been upset about this. I don't know. I don't understand. That's my story for all of you. I'm very sorry I haven't been streaming. I know I do this all the time. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you're probably aware by now. I disappear, and then I come back, and then I disappear, and then I come back. I'm very sorry about that. And I realize this is a terrible time for me to have disappeared as well. I feel like I was informed after the last stream that it did pretty well while it was live. I was like, wow, amazing. Clickbait is just amazing. I'll talk more about that. Anyway, today we're here for nail painting. I wanted to do blue nails today. I've been surfing around the internet for some good inspiration. If you're wondering what's up with the camera, by the way, like why it keeps going in and out of focus, this is a new camera. I did not introduce it to you all. It's a new camera. Do you like it? Some of you noticed it's not as green anymore. Yep, new camera. But the autofocus is gonna be doing its thing, so we're gonna have to get used to that today. But the stream looks so much more purple now. There's not as much many green tones. You can directly compare actually the pom pom pudding here to the last stream, and you'll see he's much less green, and I look in my natural colors today. I look more pink than I do green. I should have worn that shirt that I wore last time, just so you guys can see, like, guys, it's gray. Anyway, I wanted to do blue nails. I don't have a color I wanted, but I think if I do this top coat on top of the blue, then it'll look very nice. Oh! Yay!
Welcome back, Wawa.
Thank you so much, Vivix. Thank you for welcoming me back. Sorry, this always happens whenever I don't stream for a little bit. I like lose my ability to speak. Stop autofocusing. What camera is it? I have no idea actually. I don't know the name off the top of my head. I'll have to look it out at it later. It's just like a standard webcam. Nothing crazy. So, I wouldn't, like, go out of my way to recommend it, to be honest. Was it expensive? It was like $50. So I used some of the dono money. Thank you very much for donations. I put that into a personal budget, and then I put it back into the channel on occasion. We're doing blue nails today. Blue sparkly nails, that's what I'm feeling. I got my classic sparkle pot out. This is from the dollar store. Oh, I just shook the camera. I gotta be careful. The camera's not like properly perched. I just have it hanging over my monitor. Which is a little dangerous. Because my webcam that I usually use, the one that I used last time as well, I can just like perch it very safely. But the quality obviously is green. And I didn't want to be green today. I wanted to be pink. Pinky purple. Because that's my whole branding. But well, let's be careful not to shake the camera. Huh. Scary. I don't know about gems today. In case anybody's wondering about gems, the gem situation. What are we gonna be doing today, ephiepen? What's gonna be happening? I don't know about gems. I love the gems. I have them over here. I have them all. I have them over here. I've got my blue light ready too, but how are we doing this? I don't actually know. This person doesn't have thumbs. Where are the thumbs? How long did those last? Ugh. Ugh. The gems. So the update from my nails from last time. This is the canvas, by the way. I had to cut my nails. Oh my god. Actually, I can just tell the story now. So this is what we're working with today. We had casualties. These two. It's this one in particular. So my first day back at work was last Thursday. And I took 3 days off. One of them was already a scheduled day off, but I had 3 days off. And the day I come back is a stalking day. It's always a stalking day whenever I come back. Whenever I do my nails, whenever I do anything special, it's always a stalking day. And so I'm opening boxes, and last Thursday, this nail flies off, and this nail flies off. Like my natural nail. They were super long. I had these super long nails. Nice and sharp. They were beautiful. I was excited to paint them. I really wanted to do is to stream and paint them. And then both these nails flew off. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt, luckily. Just so you're all aware. I see that in chat. Ouch. It does sound like an ouchie moment, but no, it was just the nail. Just like clean cut off. And I'm like, ugh. Can't even choose my length, huh? Can't even choose the length of where I want them to sit. It just comes all the way off. Upsetting. Really, really upsetting. But it's okay. Because I had to cut them anyway. Because when they get too long, it's hard to type and everything. Anyway. As for my nails from my last stream, how long those lasted? Well, so, what was it? It was a Wednesday that I streamed? Yeah, it was a Wednesday. Again, it was Thursday. I came back on a Thursday after my day off. Stalking day once again. And what do you know? Immediately, I wasn't even stalking. I was like bagging somebody's groceries. When all of a sudden, the bow on my ring finger, you guys remember that bow I had on my ring finger? It was a bow, right? I had something on my ring finger. Immediately, it just flies off into their bag, and I'm like trying to find it so I can at least salvage the gem, but I couldn't find it in time. So I gave them the bag, and then the bow, they took the bow home. They took my bow home. So I immediately lost a bow. Sorry, I don't know how I feel about the glasses today, so we're just gonna move myself over a little bit. Yeah, I immediately lost my bow. I was really upset. And then, I think I lost a different gem. I can't remember all the gems I had on in that set now. But I had a different set I did after that. Because I was planning on doing a stream, and I figured I might as well redo my nails and stream another HANDCAM stream. Which never ended up happening, but, that's how it is. But then that set also had a bow, and again, immediately the bow just flies off. Oh! My favorite part about all this, it was that second set I did where I had bows on. I had a bow on this ring finger, and I had a bow on my middle, like my pointer finger. I had a couple of bows. I was doing the dishes at home, and one of the bows on my ring finger, at the tail end of doing the dishes, flew off and into the garbage disposal. And I was like, I'm not getting that. I'm not reaching in there and getting that. I'm never gonna find it. So I just, it went down the garbage disposal. And after that happened, I was like, I'm done. I don't think I should do this anymore. So, yeah. I decided that the next time I do, like, gems on every finger, it needs to be at a point in my life where I'm not working retail anymore. Those things are not life-proof. I can't live my life with bows on my fingers. I had to pick one. Be cute or be living. I don't know. Be alive. Exist. Exist in the real world. Which one? Well, guess we're not gonna be very cute. That's the price of doing your nails at home. You spend less money, but they don't last as long. So if I got this done in the salon, then they would have lasted a really long time. I got the blue on. That's a cute shade of blue. It looks, honestly, the way it looks on camera is how I wish it looked in real life, because that is such a pretty, like, pastel, muted tone, and I love it. But it doesn't look like that in real life. Not quite. Maybe if I gotta look closer. No, it still looks pastel. Well, you guys are in for a treat, huh? You get to look at the pretty version. Is it more vibrant in real life? Yeah. A little bit. Just a little bit. Looks more like the bottle in real life. A little bit. I got this at the dollar store. This little guy, I got him at the dollar store. Honestly, these nails are cute just like this, aren't they? Just the blue on 2 fingers and then leave everything else bare. I've done that before. Oh shit, I just touched the nail. I immediately ruined it. Okay. Damn it. I touched this thumbnail at the tip. I'm gonna have to redo that. Or could I lick it? I know some people lick it. I'm not gonna lick it. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we have white. I have the window open. I'm so sorry about the noises outside. Lick it? Yeah, I was talking about that last time. Do you remember? Lick it. Is that like rust around the edges? The hell? Well, we gotta do white. It's very sheer. Makes Lost York feel a bit more real with the ambiance. Yes, Lost York is a real place. Promise. I was at work yesterday, like all weekend. I worked closing this weekend. And it was fine. A little boring, but it was fine. My schedule this week's a little bit easier, thankfully. So I'm looking forward to that. I have shifts that are not 8 hours long. I have a 6-hour shift and I have a 4-hour shift. And I was like, yes! Yes! Less time in the grocery store. Yay! Less time in the grocery store. My voice, by the way, guys. My voice today. Usually I would be complaining right now if my voice sounded like this on a normal stream, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just not gonna sound very cute today. I'm sorry. I'm still... My cough is doing way better today. I haven't coughed all that much today. Fingers crossed it'll stay like that. Sorry, I'm off camera right now. Let me move forward. But, like, my cough is doing better. My voice sounds better than it did on previous days. This is the closest I've sounded to normal in a long time. But, I'm not gonna sound like my usual self today, where I'm all up here and energetic. No, it's not gonna happen. My voice is gonna be kind of deep, and I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable like this. I feel nasally and gross, but this is just what we're working with. It's okay. It's either I stream today when I am on my day off, or I stream on Friday on my next day off, or I stream on one of my 6 or 4 hour days, which I feel like I'm gonna end up flaking on myself if I do that, so we're gonna just do today with Less cute ephiepen. We're happy you're streaming. Thank you. I figured that'd be the case. It's just a chill day today. In case anybody coming in's wondering, no, I don't presently have a 103-degree fever, so I guess that's clickbait. But I did have one. That's the point. I'm joking about that. And some of you, I saw some of you were joking about my choice of stream today. You're like, oh, all ephiepen does is paint her nails. If you were in my shoes and you were a disgusting little human being laying in bed for a week straight feeling miserable about yourself, and then you finally start feeling better, and you finally start feeling human again and ready to re-enter society, what would you do? What would you do? You'd want to paint your nails, wouldn't you? You'd want to feel like a pretty little princess. And well, that's me today. I'm back in society, and I'm gonna feel like a pretty little princess. Have some empathy. Have some empathy for the poor girl with the flu. No, but there's other things I could have done today, but I just really wanted to get my nails painted again, because I thought it'd be fun. Yeah. It's okay, I'm not upset at anybody. I just thought I'd say something. I see that shit. I see when you guys say things about me. That was the other thing, is that I was joking on Instagram about how I wish I was unemployed, because I had, you know, when you work a lot and then you get a couple days off for once and you're like, wow, I never want to go back. That's how I was feeling. I didn't want to go back. I really liked not being in the grocery store, and it made me think about my life and question my life quite a bit, where I was like, I'm spending 40 hours a week in a grocery store. I'm in the grocery store more than I am in my own house, doing the things I wish I was doing. And I don't know how I feel about that. The system has gotten me. What do I do about it? Should I just become a streamer? It's like, no, Effie, you can't become a streamer. No. Been there, always spicy. Yeah, the retail self-reflection's a good way to put it. Yeah. I was just in my bed like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? We're still a little tacky. A little tackier than I'd like before I put a base coat on. I think I said this once before. I actually like when the nails are a little sheer. I kind of like it. I know it's not like everybody's cup of tea. Most people prefer fully opaque nails. Understood. Completely understood and valid. But for me, I like the sheer look quite a bit. So, I'm willing to put up with it. Yeah. But I'm aware that if I'm going to put a second coat of anything on these nails, it's going to peel off. There's a chance of it peeling off if I apply this one in particular right away. So we're going to leave it. Just chill. I really like how the nails look so far. I honestly could just leave them like this and it'd be cute. Cute enough. Wouldn't have to worry about any gems flying off. I'm still thinking in my head about gems. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want. I'm blessed to have never had to work retail. Man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I'm happy for you. Oh, hi NJ. Peak thumbnail. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, NJ. Please enjoy yourself. He's a busy man. It's always good to see him. I want to drink water. I don't know what I did that my model decided to crawl up on the screen like that. Usually when that happens, there's a reason, but like, I literally just drank water. I didn't do anything. I didn't, because usually that happens when I'm like all the way over here, or like I disappear off the screen and the tracking loses me. But I was just drinking water. Why are there so many trucks today? Lost York. Ah! I have a lot of thoughts today. They're very chill thoughts today. You know, last time on the stream, I was super excited to be here. I'm not that I'm not excited to be here. I'm excited to be here, but I'm in a different energy today. Last time, I was super excited to tell you all about my celebratory, happy news about my life, and now I'm just a sick person recovering. That's just happy to be back in society. Happy to sound more like a normal person today. Where should I start? I got a new foundation. You know, most of you are not gonna care about that. Ah! Who's texting me? EJ! Let me respond to him. Sorry, I know I'm like quiet now because I'm I was focusing on texting. Ah! I don't know what foundation is. Oh, it's for your skin. It's for your face. It's the foundation of your makeup. I'm wearing it right now. I would show you guys, but I guess I can't really do that. I look kind of good right now. I would say so myself. I look kind of good today. So if the camera, for whatever reason, showed my face today, I'd be like, oh, well. Oh, well. Show you guys my foundation. Maybe I can just go get it. Actually, I think my nails are dry enough. I can go grab it. It's still a cheap foundation, but it's more expensive than what I usually get. I decided because sorry, I have my snacks on the floor. I just stepped on them. Yeah, it's okay if you guys don't know anything about makeup. I kind of realized after I said, like, oh my god, a new foundation, guys. I realized after I said that a lot of the people who watch my streams are men. And statistically, not a lot of men wear makeup. How messy is your room? It's like, I got my clothes put away. The mess is over yonder. I still haven't fully gotten myself together after being sick, but I cleaned all the sick stuff up and I washed my bedding. So all that's taken care of, but I still have some things to put away. But yeah, I decided, because I needed to get something for my stream, my microphone. I got a new microphone cover. I decided I'd also purchase some things, and I realize now that it's been like 2 days since I got this foundation. It's already gross looking. I'm gonna take the cap off, because that's reflective. Oh, wait, the whole thing is reflective. That's like reflective. I just saw my own face in that. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I got this kind. And I'm not gonna show it any further because that's really reflective. Holy shit. That's actually bad. If I showed that on stream, it would be really, really bad. Like, worse than any of this. This is reflective. Like, I've never straight up seen my own face in, like, the bottle of nail polish for. Holy shit. And it's like Miss Ha. That's the brand. It's just like a BB cream foundation. It has like skincare elements in it, and it goes really smoothly on my face. I've never had anything like that before, because I usually get cheap makeup, so it does the job, but not very well, you know, like it flakes after a while, and I was sick of it. I figured I would feel more confident in myself. Like if I'm gonna wear makeup, I don't want to look worse than I started, you know? So I decided to get a new foundation, like maybe that would do me better. I also want to wear less makeup going forward, is something I realized. I don't want to wear a mask anymore, if that makes sense. The way, I don't do very extreme makeup. There's a couple people in chat that have seen my face before. Well, there's one person in chat that's seen my face before, actually. And I feel like, actually, I don't know her opinion, but I feel like I don't normally wear like pounds of makeup to begin with, but I felt like with my eye makeup especially that I was like catfishing. Because I would wear like eyeshadow and eyeliner and mascara, and like it would make my eyes look so much more like poppy than they normally are. Maybe I can just draw how I do it. I'm trying to get a piece of paper out. Oh, this one's paper. That's paper. It's not very flat though. I don't want you guys to think I'm weird. Oh, ephiepen with her bent paper. Does she have no real paper? Does she have no real paper? She's an artist. Oh, but she an artist. Why no paper? Why no paper, ephiepen? Okay. The way I normally do this. Oh, this pen's so dry, but it's so cute. I wanted you guys to see my cute pen, and it's really dry. Oh, here we go. Let's just like draw my eye. I haven't drawn in a while, by the way. I haven't drawn since the last stream, so drawing the thumbnail for today was really hard. So there's my eye. Oh god, this is actually one of the worst eyes I've ever drawn. Who is messaging me? NJ! Oh, it's the first cough of the stream. Sorry, guys. He's telling me he's gonna watch the VOD. Thank you, VOD watcher NJ. He might see this later. Thank you, NJ. But yeah, this is my eye. That's like the base of my eye. Let me just draw a little pupil, and I mean, yeah, the pupil. That's what it's called. I'm so sorry. I haven't drawn in forever, so like I'm doing really terrible today. I'm gonna just use a different pen. You guys will like that more. I have colored pencils too. Let me see. I got my shit. Oh, it's dusty. I hope you didn't see that. Oh, ew. What is this? Brown? I usually use brown. That's not really what I want or use. Maybe more like this. No, that's also too saturated. I mean, this is literally just a demonstration of how I do my makeup. You guys don't need to know the details. That's too pink. Okay, I know what we could do. We could do this. Ah! Let me spin it around for you. So I put it like right here on the edge of my eye. Kind of in like the corner here. It looks like that. And then I also put it in the corner here. And I actually do the same makeup as is on my VTuber model. I don't know if you guys can tell what's on my VTuber model. It's a bit more pink on my model than it is in real life, but it's the same shit I do. It's the same technique. So there's my... That's really gray. It was so gray. And then I layer on top, if I'm catfishing, I put like a pinky tone. Pink. I usually do like a brown eyeshadow and then I put pink on top of it. And I really accentuate those outer corners. Just like that. And so as you can see already, the eye already looks expanded upon, right? I can't show it on this paper, but I also will put like a glitter on my inner corner here to make my eyes look a little bigger. And then, eyeliner. Is this one reflective? I've got a micron. Wait, this is from college. I used this in college. I know I used this in college because it's not a micron. It's a Statler. Does this even still have ink? Yeah. We weren't actually allowed to use this specific pen in college, I remember. And then I do my eyeliner. Just like that. You guys did not need to know this about me. I try to do it thin, so it'll stay like that. And then I put my mascara on. My lashes are not that long, but I'm trying, like, this is too short, what I did there, but this is too long. How do I balance it? And I do my bottom lashes too, which those are a little shorter. And I keep it all concentrated on the outer area. Because I feel like that just looks better on me. Not that you guys would know. You haven't seen me. And then maybe I'll color the eye in for you guys so you aren't so scared of my... That's purple. That is purple. Oh, I could have used that on my makeup here. Hang on, let me redo my own makeup on page. That is purple. My eyes aren't purple in real life. That's red! Where's the brown? Espresso. That me, espresso. That's great! Whatever. That's how I do my makeup. You didn't need to know that. Why was I even talking? Oh, I was talking about I was catfishing. Oh yeah, I'm catfishing. That's the point of the story. I stopped doing eyeshadow mainly because I didn't feel like it day by day. And then I stopped doing eyeliner for a little bit. Yeah, the catfishing's of the eye makeup, but also I put lipstick on every single day still, because if I don't put lipstick on, then I look like I'm dead. Because as you can see, I'm not the most, my skin isn't the most pigmented. Even for a little white lady, you know, I'm very, I'm very colorless, you know. And that means I look kind of dead day to day if I don't wear my makeup. Yeah, vampire. I get that a lot. Vampire. Like, I have bags under my eyes. It does not help. It doesn't help. I can't do anything about them either. I've tried for years. I don't know what to do with them. We're gonna put the top coat on. My skin is dark, so it makes my lips look dry and pale, so I need lipstick. Oh, we have, like, the same problem, but opposite reason. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad to feel seen. I figured I was like, oh, the pale lady's complaining about looking dead, or maybe go outside. It's like, I go outside. I'm just like this. I'm sorry. I go outside. I just look like this. I'm so white. I'm reflecting light. Me too. I do that too. Ill Victorian child hands. What the hell? Joke's on you, I was an ill Victorian child this past week, so I fit the look. I'm surprised I'm not that pale considering we don't get a lot of sun. That's good to hear. Or maybe it's not, depends on the look you're going for. I'm like, maybe I should do another coat of blue, it is really thin. But I think it's pretty. We'll do another one. It's not too late, we can do another one. Yeah. I feel like I have to wear makeup is the whole point, because I feel like I just don't look good without it. Which I know is the point, but I'm kind of tired of that. I'm tired of feeling like I have to wear makeup, or like I'm not good enough, or blah 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 blah. I feel like it'd be better for my life and my self-esteem if I just wore maybe less makeup so that I can't sit here and be mean to myself and call myself a catfish, because that's not nice. That's not nice at all. And makeup should be a fun thing to do anyway, not like a I have to do it or else nobody will like me. I don't think I'm even that bad looking without makeup anyway. I just have like the normal problems. Normal skin problems. Normal complexion issues. Normal everything. I'm just being hard on myself because I feel like I have to wear it or whatever. Or people won't like me. But I figured, you know, if I get a nice, good foundation, and then I just wear that, and I'm wearing less makeup, and I'm wearing skincare at the same time, and I'll feel good about myself, maybe. Like, you know, it's a good bridge between. And so far it's been going pretty well. I really like that foundation. It smells good. It feels good. It feels real nice. Like, if I put it on my fingers and, like, mix it up, and then apply it with my fingers. It feels really good. It feels good. How I do makeup, I do it for myself. I don't care much about other people's opinions. That's a good attitude. I want to be more like that too. Because there's no point in life if I'm just sitting here being hard on myself, huh? Yeah. I always thought people seeing makeup as catfishing was silly anyway, but I also acknowledge I grew up in a predominantly female household. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I think that's a good thing that you did, because it opens up your perspective to the female perspective. I feel like those people, whenever I meet, like, particularly dudes who grew up around women, you can usually tell. Not that dudes who don't have sisters or anything can't turn out good, but you guys know what I mean. I had to use my mom's foundation for a while and it felt chalky. Was it like a powder foundation, or was it just like that's weird. I'm assuming it was liquid then. Because if it was powder and it felt chalky, then that would make sense. But if it was liquid and felt chalky, that's odd. It's either very old or very cheap. Oh, it was powder foundation? That's probably why, yeah. There's something about the older generation and using powder foundation, because my mom also refuses to let go of her powder foundation. My mom, ever since I was a little kid, that's what I thought foundation was powder. I always thought it was powder. My mom, love you, Mom. Yeah, she got me started on a powder foundation, and the coverage was horrible. Because when I was in 8th grade and I started wearing makeup for the first time, I really wanted to cover my dark circles. That was like my main thing I wanted to cover. But the powder foundation would just almost make them look darker. Because not only was it powder and it wasn't covering really much of anything, the color was completely wrong. I couldn't believe it. It looked so good on my mother, but then I put it on and it looked way tanner than my skin. And just made my little complexion bullshit look so much darker. So I was like, I can't wear this. This looks weird. People are gonna make fun of me. I had a long journey with makeup, holy shit. I didn't really start wearing it actively until 10th grade. I think it was like 9th grade I started wearing makeup every day, but I didn't wear that much. And that's kind of what I'm trying to go back to, actually, was my 9th grade look, where I would put on concealer, a tinted lip balm, and mascara. That was it. That's all I would wear. It took me like 5 minutes every day. Incredible. I didn't know shit about. Oh, I would wear a little bit of eyeliner too. It was like a pencil eyeliner, but you couldn't even tell. I wouldn't wing my eyeliner or anything the way I showed you guys on that little drawing. I would just line my eye with this pencil eyeliner. Because again, my mom would only use pencil liner. My mom would use powder, blush, like chapstick, maybe lipstick that like matched her lip tone. What else did she use? Did I say mascara? Did I say the eyeliner, the pencil eyeliner? Did I say those already? She would use those. And my god. My god. That's all I would use for a little bit too. But then I started watching like beauty tutorials and I'm like, man, these girls are using liquid eyeliner, liquid foundation. What is this stuff? This is crazy. Liquid blush. What? Eyeshadow. What's eyeshadow? There's more colors than blue? Than blue and black? You get pink eyeshadow? This is crazy. Revolutionary. It changed my life though. I started, I got really into K-pop, and this is so silly, and I feel guilty about this. I'm very pale, and a lot of the makeup and drugstores and stuff in America was, very tan on me, so I couldn't find concealers or foundations that were my skin tone, like, in person, and I wasn't really into online shopping yet, because I was too young to have to have access to any of that, so I just had what I had. But then I started watching these like Korean makeup tutorials, and I'm like, wow, their skin is pale just like mine. Which now I realize is like a societal problem for them. They basically have the opposite problem that I was having, where a lot of people probably can't find foundation shades that are dark enough for them. Which I find to be a bigger problem than like, oh no, I can't find something pale enough for me. Like, at least they make it. I know they make it. But for some people, like, yeah, they literally can't get foundation dark enough for their skin tone. Because they just don't make it. Like, at least I can go to other brands, but like some people just can't do that. But I felt so seen by that when I was like 15. I was like, oh my god, there's other people just as pale as me, and they're making makeup tutorials that are like my style. Like, it's subtle makeup, it's not like show makeup. Because when I was learning how to do it, it was 2016. And if you know anything about 2016 makeup, it was beautiful and stunning, but man, it was intense. And I didn't want to wear all that. You know, like the bright eyeshadow colors, the sparkles everywhere and stuff. I didn't want to do all that. And I didn't want to be super tan either, because I wasn't interested in changing myself. Because I've been this color my whole life. I've been this pale my whole life. I was born like this. And there's not much I can do about it. And I don't really want to do anything about it. I think I look fine. But you know, a lot of girls I knew in my classes were like, I need to be tanner. I need to go get spray tanned, and I need to get a foundation shade 5 shades darker so that I look good. I didn't want to get into that trap almost, because I figured that would just make my self-esteem so much worse. I already had issues. I didn't need that added on top. So I was always okay about being a vampire. I never really cared. Some people bug me about it sometimes though, like strangers. Strangers sometimes will make comments. They'll be like, oh, you need a tan, girl. Go get a tan, girl. You look dead. And I'll be like, why are you talking to me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't really want to get into that, you know. It'll cost a lot of money to tan all the time. Get spray tans and stuff, because that's the only way I could tan. Because if I tried to tan outside, I just burn. I just turn red. I think there's one time in my life that the sun did tan me, and it was when I was in cross country, when I was like 13. Because at first it burned me. I got sunburns from like practice and races and stuff, but then eventually the sunburn turned into a tan, and I'm like, wow. This looks nice. In one spot. In one spot. My thighs got like... I got like a sunburn in the back of my thighs, and I'm like, wow, now it's tan. This is beautiful. In one spot. I've been shamed for the opposite for the longest time. You just have to realize that people always find something to shame you for. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the point of my story, too. I'm not trying to be like, I have pride in being pale. Being pale is good. I wouldn't say that. It's more just trying to have pride in who I am. Which is what I think everyone should have. I agree with you. But yeah, there's definitely like in society society, there's no winning. You're not gonna win. You can try to please people left and right, and it's never gonna work. Move to Asia method? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. I had to hit my mouse. It turned off. I have a wireless mouse, as you can see. So. There's the nails. I'm gonna leave the white as is, because I like it. I like it like that. It's pretty. Well, we're gonna put the top coat on. Actually, is it dry? It's a little tacky. I'm nervous about this. Just gotta make sure it's nice and thick. I really hope this doesn't turn my nails purple. That's what I'm nervous about. Stop going out of focus. Oh, that's actually what I wanted. I wanted that shade. Oh, perfect. Ah! Ah! Camera be doing anything but focusing. It just keeps auto-focusing! I'm sorry, it's the cost of no green stream today, as now the focus is gonna do whatever it wants. That is beautiful. What have I been doing lately? I haven't gotten to that part of today's stream yet. What have I been doing? So when I was sick, I just laid in bed the whole time. Didn't really sleep much, like, during the day, actually. Which is surprising, because the last time I got sick, that's all I did was sleep. But this time around, I decided I'm just gonna keep doing things, because I'm not very tired. So somehow the flu didn't make me sleepy. I did have really horrible sleep at night. I kept waking up every hour, especially when I had a fever still. I kept waking up every hour, and, had really horrible dreams. I can't even describe to you guys what the dreams were about. I can't remember now, but I would wake up and be like, oh my god. Oh, I had a dream that... What was it? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Because I kind of remember this one. It was so awful. I had a dream that... Oh yeah! I remember now! I had a dream I was hanging out with, like, the Marvel people. Like, I was a superhero or something. I was hanging out with, like, Spider-Man, and the Superman's not Marvel, but I was hanging out with those guys for some reason. And then all of a sudden, I look in the distance, and oh, it's not a base dream, Maeve. You just wait. I looked in the distance, and all of a sudden, there's like a massive like fire all over town. And like such a massive fire, it turned the sky like an orange color, you know, like gray from the smoke, orange from the fire. And I was like, what the fuck is happening over there? And then I get a text from my family, and it's my mom, and she's like, call somebody. We're in danger. We don't have much time left. This is not a joke. Call somebody. Call for help. And I was like, I literally fell to my knees, hyperventilating. I was like, what the fuck? My parents, they're in the fire. So, I was like, oh, can you guys call somebody, please? I'm kind of busy right now. And then Superman disappeared. And I'm like, oh, maybe Superman's going to save my family. I don't know where Superman went. Where did he go? But like the rest of the group, we were like, dude, we need to get out of here before the fire spreads to us and we die. And I'm like, but my family. And then I woke up. And then I woke up and I'm like, I still feel like shit. Yeah, Superman was gone. I think Superman went to go save my family. Spider-Man was there. He was just chilling. He was kind of just looking at me like, what the fuck? What's her problem? Yeah. Fun dream. I had a bunch of dreams like that when I was sick. Putting the sparkle on. How do you remember this? It's the only one I remember. It was just so distinctly awful, and I had such like a physical reaction to it that I remember. That's why Effie doesn't watch Marvel. I don't watch Marvel because I'm not interested. Stop autofocusing! It's because I take things out of the frame and the camera's like, oh, we gotta figure this out. New angle. Sparkly. Let's let that dry. That's exactly the color I wanted. Wow, pretty. Pretty. Okay. What have I been up to? I have been. I was in the mood to watch trashy K-drama, so because I kept getting clips recommended to me of trashy K-dramas. Oh, Pedicure Guy's back. Pedicure Guy's back. I'm still not gonna do a pedicure stream. I'm sorry. Wow, returning viewer. It's Pedicure Guy. Stargirl's back too. I know I didn't call that out earlier, but you know, you've been here the whole time. Pedicure stream at 1 billion subs? Yeah, let's do that. If I hit 1 billion subs, yeah, I'll show you guys my toes. But you're really not looking... There's not much to look at, I promise you. It's not worth 1 billion subscribers, but... Yeah, we'll get there one day. 1 billion subscribers, guy! Road to 1 billion! Honestly, I would even confidently say toe stream at 1 million. Like, that feels super far off, too. I can, like, that, we can push that far off. 1 mil's not gonna happen. I've been here for 3 years. This will be my 3rd year this year. No. Yeah, you're right. I feel like I shouldn't play with fire. Take it back. 1 billion. 1 billion. 1 billion, guys. You guys are right. Hello, Snake. And hello, Press Destroyer. I didn't say hi to you earlier. Hi, guys. I was watching a K-drama when I was sick. It's called Perfect Marriage Revenge. Have you guys ever heard of it? You guys ever heard of that one? I read the webtoon years ago when it first came out. And when I read the webtoon, I never finished it because I was like, wow, this is like a good, trashy webtoon. Like, it's not very good. Nothing about it is very good, honestly. It's just pure melodrama. And I can see all the plot twists coming from a mile away. Wow! So I stopped reading that after a while, and then the K-drama comes out at some point in the last 2 years or so. And I'm like, oh, I remember that one. Not surprised they made a K-drama of that, because they keep making K-dramas of the most, like, stupid shit. They keep choosing the trashiest webtoons that I read to make into K-dramas. They don't choose anything good, usually. Occasionally they do, and then they butcher the good stuff. It's like, guys, come on. You're butchering the good stuff. They butchered A Good Day to Be a Dog. Come on. Come on. I used to love that webtoon. It was goofy and funny. They did a good job with Spirit Fingers. I watched Spirit Fingers the last time I was sick. I loved that webtoon. It was one of my favorite webtoons ever. And the K-drama was really, really good. It was really solid. The casting was amazing. Everybody looks just like their counterpart. Amazing. Stunning. It was a really good handling on the material. But Perfect Marriage Revenge, my review of that. The main guy was hot, so that's good. But I didn't get any chemistry from the actors, which is important. If you're gonna do a romance K-drama, I feel like, or just romance anything actually. I'm not gonna limit this to K-dramas. It's silly, but chemistry between the leads is important. I needed to feel like they actually want each other. I wanted to feel like I shouldn't be in the room watching this right now. I wanted to feel like I'm interrupting something when I'm watching these K-dramas, and I wasn't getting that. Yes, they were making out, blah blah blah. I didn't care though. It felt like they were being paid to make out, you know? If you want K-dramas that are like legendary chemistry, like some of the most legendary chemistry you've ever seen, I can list a couple for you right now. The most legendary ever is easily Strong Woman Do Bonsoon. Easily the chemistry in that show, they wanted each other. They wanted each other. They still want each other. They still do interviews where they're like, yeah, I kind of had a crush on him. That's chemistry. Another one, Lovely Runner, was really good. It's like when you see them at award shows for their show after the fact, and it still kind of feels like they're a couple. That's good. That's good casting. What else is there? There's so many, but I can't think of any right now. Oh, chemistry. I'm trying to think. Oh, True Beauty wasn't too bad. That was some. That one felt real. I can't think of anything. If any of you have a title you can think of where there was like crazy chemistry between the leads, throw it at me. I may have seen it. I don't know. What was the first K-drama you said? Strong Woman Do Monsoon. That was the first K-drama I ever saw. And that one, man, that one is good. The chemistry in that one is so good. They're so cute. But anyway, Perfect Marriage Revenge. At first, I was really entertained by it, because I was in the mood for like a revenge K-drama, you know? I was in... You're gonna have to write that one down? Fine. Strong Woman Do Monsoon. I put it in the chat for you guys. There you go. Perfect Marriage Revenge. It hit the spot for revenge, but the whole time I just couldn't stop thinking about how good Marry My Husband was. Not a K-drama, but Matsumoto Jun. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I turned into like a motor vehicle for a second. What the fuck? I started rooming. Sorry. You guys should know better than to bring up boys with flowers around me. Don't do it! Anyway. Revenge. Yeah, I was in the mood for a revenge story, and it was hitting the spot at first, but then it just turned into pure soap opera, and I was like getting a headache from the K-drama, so I'm like putting this one down. I don't need to do this. I don't need it in my life right now. I already feel bad from the flu. Put it down. But I was just really in the mood for like a revenge drama lately. And I think, to be honest, I just wanted to rewatch Marry My Husband. But, like, I can't rewatch Marry My Husband because I just did that last year. And so, like, it's way too soon to be rewatching that. So, yeah. But Marry My Husband, that one's good. Very good show. Oh, speaking of chemistry, I just thought of chemistry. Business Proposal. The chemistry between both the leads and Business Proposal is out of this world. Amazing. They're both cute. They're both so cute. They did amazing. That's a really good one. And what's it called? Her Private Life. That one. That dude was so hot. Oh my god. That dude was so hot. I can't remember his name now. But the dude who played the main guy in Her Private Life. Oh my god! That guy was so hot for no reason. Out of this world. Wow. Wow. I'm just drinking water. What is going on? Why does like my model keep doing that? Whatever. Yeah, that guy's hot. You guys need to look that up. Look up Her Private Life. Look up the man. He is so hot. Not that none of the guys in the dramas I'm listing so far aren't hot. Oh my god, my favorite guy in a K-drama, easily Lovely Runner. I can't remember his name now. That guy is so cute. Sorry to have a stream where I'm just gushing about these dudes, but like I can't help it. That guy is so cute. He's so cute. You guys need to look him up. Look him up. Lovely Runner. Look the guy up. He's adorable. And he's hot. What happened to the nails? Not important. I'm talking about men right now. Men that I think are cute. No, I'm about done. I'm about done with the topic. Anyway, my review of Perfect Marriage Revenge. Drama. Drama. Got annoyed after a while. Would rather just watch Marry My Husband. I recommend Marry My Husband to all of you, actually. If you're looking for just like, you want to watch a soap opera, but like it's good. It's good. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. The webtoon was really good too. I read the webtoon first. And then I watched the drama adaptation. The drama adaptation has some stuff I really don't care about that the webtoon omitted, which I think was a good choice. But solid overall. The title's interesting. Marry My Husband. I want to put that one in chat too. I actually genuinely, I think this is like a good one. But the other one I think is good that you guys should give a try too. Lovely Runner. But we're not going to talk about Lovely Runner. Marry My Husband is about a woman who, her whole life, the only people in her life close to her have been her husband and her best friend from childhood. And already that sounds toxic, right? Yeah. Her mother left her when she was a child, I think. And her dad died when she was in middle school, high school. So she had nobody in her life. And all she did her whole life was work. And I think until she got married. I think she had to stop working when she got married because her mom, her like stepmother was like, mother-in-law. That's what I was looking for. Mother-in-law. I think her mother-in-law told her to stop working. That I can't remember, but I don't remember what happened exactly. But basically this woman ended up getting so stressed out by her husband who was like not working, not making money, spending money somehow, being basically useless and making her do all the work. And by her best friend who would intentionally put her in these awful situations. She got so stressed out that she got cancer. Like, was very ill and stuck in the hospital now. And you open on the drama starts at that point. She's like in her 30s. And she's at that point where she's very ill and only has so much time left. And she still thinks, though, that her like best friend is her best friend and that her husband still loves her. But one day, she decides to go home and visit home, surprise her husband on that, and she finds out that her best friend and her husband have been cheating together. They've been sleeping together. And they had an evil plan where they were basically waiting for the main character to die so that they could collect the insurance money. And then the first thing the husband was going to do with the insurance money was spend it on a designer bag for the best friend. But of course, she walks in on them, finds out everything, and then one thing leads to another, and they accidentally murder the protagonist, and she dies. And then she goes back in time, like 10, 15 years, to before she's even engaged to the man. And she's like, I'm gonna get revenge. And so the title of the show, Marry My Husband, her goal becomes that she wants her best friend to marry who used to be her husband. And that'll be the revenge. Because they're both awful people. And it'll go awful. Yeah. And so, I know it sounds like I just spoiled the whole thing for you guys. That's episode 1. What I just described is episode 1. You guys are in for a treat. I think it's really good. It's really entertaining. If you don't want to watch it, you can read it. The webtoon is just as good. I've heard of a similar plot in a J-drama before. It'd be really funny if the J-drama you're talking about is the J-drama version of Marry My Husband. That'd be really funny. Because there is one. Who starts a show like this? I just sat down. It's intense, yeah. But it's so good. It's good. I recommend it. Definitely very soap opera vibe. Again, it's very soap opera. It's a romance. It's got all the things. But I think if you guys give it a try and you're in the mood for something like that, I think you'll be entertained. It's very satisfying. It's satisfying revenge. Because the protagonist is really smart about it. And she's got good people behind her. And it's just so satisfying to watch somebody turn their life around, you know? After they were given a second chance. It makes me also wish I could get a second chance in life at times. You know? Like, I could go back. I haven't had anything super bad happen to me in my life, though. So it wouldn't be like a dramatic turnaround or anything. I guess it'd just be more like, I'm a really wise teenager now. I don't know. I guess, like, it's a paradox. Because in order to live life correctly, to correct things, you need to experience the bad things first, right? So, yeah. It's a paradox in my opinion. The model's gonna get all funky. I'm about to drink water. If you could restart from birth, would you? Ah. Like start all over, fresh slate, and like have no memories of my present life, or have all my memories that I have right now and then start over? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Because I want to say, yeah, I'd give it a go. But at the same time, I don't necessarily have regrets. Because I'm aware that I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't experience all the things that I did. It's that paradox. Like, it gets me. Because I'm like, yeah, I've gone through some things I really wish I didn't. But, like, it made me who I am now, and I like who I am now. Having experienced all these things. I don't know, it's a tough question for me. I know some people would instantly go back. I always entertain the idea of specifically going back to high school. With all my memories that I have now. I always entertain that idea because I'm like, I feel like in particular high school I could do better. I could redo that way better. I could nail it this time around. If I could go back to high school, I would have started my YouTube channel way sooner. Cause I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was in high school, but I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know about things like DaVinci Resolve and cameras and microphones and this and that, or even how to click upload. I didn't get any of it. I only knew how to live stream back then. If I could go back, I would have started sooner. Maybe I'd be a better YouTuber. I don't know. I'd love to redo my life, but a lot of my friends, like you, are very specific circumstances. If we met a little earlier or later, we might not have been friends. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's also why I'm like, I don't know if I would go back. I don't know. But high school, I could nail that now. I would be a really good high schooler now. I would have done way better. What would I do exactly? Other than the creative parts of it, where I would be like, oh, you know, I would start my channel sooner and start this and that project sooner. Socially, my social game, I don't know what I would do differently necessarily. I probably would have kept to myself way more. So in that regard, maybe I'd be a fucking loser. Not that I already wasn't one to begin with, so I guess that wouldn't change. But I feel like I could have socialized with people better. It's just fun to think about, like, oh, I would have cared so much less about this and that thing that dominated my life in high school. That's fun to think about, but otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. Don't keep to yourself. That's like one thing I'd change. Yeah, that's fair. You might be wondering what I'm about to do. I was supposed to do glitter nails. This is a nail painting stream, guys. Did you forget that? I didn't forget that. I didn't forget that. Okay, so on this reference image I'm looking at, this girl has like blue French tips. And I don't know how the fuck to do that. I'm not very good at French tips. I'll try. I'll give it a go. But I don't think you guys are gonna like this very much. Some of you are not about to be very impressed with me. So I really gotta focus. Ah. Oh God, I can't see. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to look at this up close. Do this up close. Oh my God, I can't get that without this thing. I need to grab. No! It went under my monitor! I can't grab it now! I had a toothpick and it went under, it rolled under my monitor and now I can't get it. No! Who is messaging me? I don't think after I'm sick, after I'm done being sick, I can never do that voice I just did ever again. That's not happening. My brother's messaging me! Fine. I'm giving up. Oh my God, this looks like shit. I fucked that up so bad. It was going so well. It was going really well at first, and then I like put a dot in the wrong spot, and I'm like, fuck. I mean, that was the most disgusting noise I think I've ever made on stream. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having a day. I'm having a day. We're gonna put the polish down. I really want my toothpick. Can I like... Oh, wait. I have my tweezers. Maybe I can tweeze it out. Oh, yes! Yes! Yeah! This is the most emotional I've gotten on stream ever. I think. The most visibly, like, audibly emotional I've ever gotten on stream. And I've had some streams. I've had streams where I got very, very sad. Did I ever tell you guys about those? I probably have like 5,000 times. There's no need to repeat myself. Okay, now I can do my thing. I can't see. The pet peeve stream? I totally forgot about that. Go ahead and tell us again. What was I talking about? Oh, the times I got sad on stream. It was when I started streaming on this channel again, yeah. I've definitely told this story before. You guys have definitely, if you're a regular, you've heard this before. My main story is that time that guy was like criticizing me for drawing too slow. And it turned out that he was just completely wrong about that. Basically, like, there's a rule in my stream. I didn't bring much attention to it very much, but it's in the description where it's like, don't, like, backseat me. And that came about because of this person. I'll never forget him. Unforgettable guy. But he used to backseat the shit out of my art process. And then, this one time, he made me really sad because he was like, "You're drawing so fucking slow," basically is what he said. And somebody in chat even defended me and was like, dude, she's been drawing other things for the last 2 hours. Because that was the criticism, was like, oh, you've been sketching for 2 hours, stuck on sketch phase for 2 hours? Wow, some artist you are. But like, the duration of that 2 hours, I was drawing several other sketches. Not that it matters anyway. Not that it matters anyway. How fast or slow I draw. On this channel, yeah, it was here. I mean, I got mean comments on my old channel, but like, that's not really something we need to talk about. I'm sorry I'm not doing the French tip thing on camera, but I really need to look at this up close. I didn't ban him after that particular stream. I banned him months later because I realized it was like I didn't want to stream anymore because this dude was in chat. And I was like, okay, so I'm basically choosing between like my livelihood or his. So I decided to just quietly hit the ban. And now it's been a year and a half. That's the lesson, is sometimes you just gotta tell people, sometimes you just gotta do that. It'll suck. It'll suck a lot, but that's just how it goes. Some people, you just can't. You can't sacrifice your sanity for those people. A French tip, for those who are curious, is just when the tip is blue. I'm not very good at French tip. I've definitely done better French tips on myself before, but I don't have brushes. If I had brushes, it would look way better. But not today! Maybe I'll put a top coat on it, and then it'll look better. Have you tried a reverse French tip? Oh, you're referring to a thing I told you about, huh? You think you're funny, huh? I told Maeve this story a couple weeks ago. I'll tell you guys now. It's a funny story. So that's a French tip. That right there. When you just paint the tip a color. A traditional French tip, for those who don't know, is when you have like, it's meant to look like plain nail, and then you paint the tip white, so that it looks like your natural nail is like pretty and white and perfect. So I was at work a couple weeks ago, and this old woman, I was checking this old woman out, and I noticed her hands. That's like the number one thing I notice about people is their hands. And I noticed she was wearing, she had nails on, like her nails are done. And I was like, oh, interesting. Like, she had like base color nails, like red nails. And then the tip was like, on the end, on her cuticle, was white. And I'm like, oh, interesting. In my head, I'm like, oh, interesting. Reverse French nail? Reverse French tip? Is that what she was going for? Interesting. But then I look at her nails again, and I'm like, those are press-ons. She's wearing press-on nails. I can tell because, like, it's like thin at the bottom here, and then it gets thicker towards the cuticle. And in my head, I'm like, did she put her press-on nails on upside down? Was it supposed to be a French tip? Like a red nail with a white French tip? And she put them on backwards? Is that what she did? And I don't know if she did it on accident or not. She didn't think anything of it. But I'm like, was that an accident or intentional? She's like old enough where I'm like, it could be an accident. Like, I can perfectly imagine the scenario. Somebody's grandma was at the store, saw press-on nails, was like, oh, I've heard of that before. I've heard of press-on nails before. Interesting concept. I'd like to try. Buys the press-on nails, and then accidentally puts them on upside down. And it just looks at them and is like, huh, well, that looks good enough. It's certainly, I didn't have to paint my nails or anything. How fun. And so I was trying to tell I tried to tell Soul that story, and I don't know if I told NJ this story or not, but I think I told Soul, and he didn't even react. He didn't even respond to me, and I'm like, okay, this is not a story for the men in my life because none of them give a shit or know anything about cosmetics. I need to just give up and know my audience. So I'm like, I know somebody who will understand why I thought this was funny. So I went to Maeve, and I'm like, Maeve, the men in my life don't get it. They don't get what I'm about to tell you. They don't understand. I'm getting too intense this stream. I'm coughing again. That was one of my bad coughs. Sorry about that. You guys won't get the flu through the screen. It's okay. I don't think I've been contagious for a while anyway. It's okay. Stay hydrated. I'm trying. But then the model gets all funny. Watch this. She's getting me sick. I think Maeve, of all people, doesn't need to be sick again as well. Just judging from what I know. I remember when you got sick, like, right after I did. And then I think you got sick twice. Which sucks ass. Sucks. I hate being sick. Being sick sucks. It's the worst. We're gonna dip this nail right in to the glitter. Holy shit, that's a lot. It's gonna get all over my desk. You guys are thinking... Oh, I haven't done that in a while. You guys are gonna think I'm messy. It's all over my finger! I made a mistake. How long have you been sick? I got sick last Saturday. So, about a week. I'm still just draining out all the grossies. All the gross shit. Well, I just took all the glitter off. Fuck. Some of you are probably right now like, what the fuck is she doing? Putting glitter on. You can't even see. It won't even focus. It's all over my finger though. Oh god. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit and then I'm gonna stick it back in the pot. I have this glitter pot, and when you stick your finger in it, it gets the glitter everywhere. Like that. What the fuck am I doing? Today I have the table, by the way. I'm sure you noticed by now. I have the table out. Just don't drop it. I've done that before. I've done that before, yeah. Well, I didn't do it. I think I told the story on the first nail painting stream I did last year, where this nail pot, I originally had one, a different one, that I bought, but my roommate at the time accidentally spilled the whole thing all over the floor, and it was carpeted floor, too. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was an accident. And she bought me this one to replace it, because the whole thing was a goner. We had to vacuum it up. There was no fucking way we could have gotten that. Yep, got it on the carpet. Can't even see it. Yeah, it was carpet in the apartment I used to live in. Yep. We vacuumed it up. There's probably still glitter in there. Probably still glitter in there to this day, but I haven't been back to that place since college, so it doesn't matter now. Not my problem. There's bigger problems in that apartment anyway, like the floorboards are so thin that the downstairs neighbors were louder than the upstairs neighbors. Incredible! How does that even work, ephiepen? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me, I'm not a carpenter. But yeah, I've had this stuff since I was in college! Wow! It's old! Ew! You ever think about that? You're getting old, guys. We're getting old. You're not getting any younger. Ooh! You're getting old! The glitter I dropped followed me to my new place. Oh my god. That's incredible. I have friends that don't get the concept of downstairs neighbors. Oh, because they're stomping around upstairs? Yeah. 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 Just them walking shakes the floor. Yeah. Upstairs neighbor things. Yeah. You have to be a downstairs neighbor. I feel like you need to be a downstairs neighbor at some point in your life. And oh my god, guys, I've been both. I've been the upstairs neighbor, I've been the downstairs neighbor. But then, when I was in college, I was an upstairs neighbor in my apartment, but the floorboards were so thin that it was mutual. The downstairs neighbors were fucking loud. You could hear every conversation they had and hear them stomping around. You knew exactly where they were and what they were doing at all times. I'm sure it was the exact same for us, though. They could probably hear us stomping around all the time, too. Except we weren't... My downstairs neighbors were theater kids. And man, you knew. Because they had vocals. They had the boom. You know, the boom. The boom in their voice. What's it called? They like the... Their voice carried through a room. Especially the one roommate down there. Oh my god, she was so fucking loud. Bass, yes. Acoustics. Loud, loud, loud. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Go on, get on my nail. What the fuck? This is just getting all over my table. It's not even getting on my nail. What the hell? Oh! No! I just got nail polish on my desk. That's never going off. We'll just wipe it on my hand. It was just the clear nail polish. It's okay, but like, that was stupid of me. That was stupid of me. Okay. We're not gonna let this dry all the way. I made a mistake and let this dry all the way. The pinky. I'm trying to get glitter on the pinky. Maybe I'll just dip it in now. Oh my fucking god, that's a lot. I'm trying to like tap off the excess. It's not coming up! Sorry, I'm yelling so much. It's hurting me more than it's hurting you guys, I promise. It's not the look I wanted. It's a lot of glitter. Okay, well, surely you can see it now. Why can't you see it? There is so much glitter on this finger and you can't even see it on the camera. Whatever. That's not coming off. There's so much on this finger. You know, when I was in college, my roommate used to tease me. She's like, your cough sounds so fake. You sound like you're fake coughing all the time. Not like the cough I did earlier where you can tell I had the flu, but the one I did just now. She's like, yeah, you sound like you're fake coughing all the time. And I'm like, do I really? She's like, yeah, your cough sounds too cute. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Thanks. And my one roommate apparently was like, my one roommate, the other one, she was like, Oh my god, we had beef. There was roommate beef, if in case you couldn't tell. But so the one that called me out on the fake cough, fake sounding cough, she knew my cough was real, but she's like, it just sounds really fake. And she came up to me this other time. She's like, dude, our other roommate, I swear to God, is like trying to copy your cough. And so I was like, interesting. So I started trying to listen in to when like she would cough in her room, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, you're not wrong. It does sound like that. It sounds like she changed her cough. I'm so honored. I never thought I'd have like a cute bodily function that people would want to emulate. Because I don't have a very cute sneeze. Unfortunately, you know. I feel like I could make a lot of money. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't have like a cute, desirable sneeze or whatever. But I guess I'm in the market for a cough. Sorry, I'm off camera again. We're putting the glitter on. Ooh, can you tell? Maybe if the fucking autofocus would work. Stop focusing on Palm! How close do I need to get for you to see this? You guys might think it sounds cute, but it doesn't feel very cute. Try shining the UV light on it? Absolutely not. No. Okay, I just put, on this pinky, I put, top coat on. Couldn't find the word. This is how it's going so far. It's not bad. It looks fine. Alright. Wallet. That is so much. Holy fuck. The other thing I've been doing lately, why is it all on the side? You can't even see that. It's all on the side. Oh, now you can see it. We need more on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, we sparkling today. In case you're wondering, like the blue nails with the sparkle is like my classic go-to nail that I used to do all the time. I had a different blue nail polish I'd do it with. I prefer it with this one that I have now. That's more like fits my skin tone. But I had like a turquoisey blue I would do it with. I call it the mermaid nails. It's classic, it's easy to do, and it stays on for a good while. And I like it. Gems. I'm thinking about gems. I'm lightly thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know. I might put on top of this nail, the French tip ones, I might put this on top. In fact, I am going to. It's gonna turn the white purple. But that's okay. Or do you think that'll ruin it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it didn't make much of a difference. That's good, that's good. Good. Did not ruin my nails. Move! sparkly. Wowie. I'm gonna put base top coat on the blue nails. 'Cause they're ready for that. Wow, shiny! I'm excited for spring and summer. I'm excited. I'm a little tired of this back and forth between winter and spring, where the weather will be like 70 degrees one day and then the next day it goes back down to 30. Hate it. Tired of it. Tired of sick season. Tired of everybody purchasing flu tests from my store. Tired of everything. Looking forward to spring flowers and happiness. Looking forward to, my favorite part of every year is when our berry bushes bloom. So we have berry bushes. We have a raspberry bush, we have a blueberry bush. I'm looking forward to them growing and collecting berries. I'm gonna make a dessert this year. I wanna make a raspberry tart out of our fresh raspberries. Winter's felt like it stuck around for a lot longer this time around. Yeah. Endless. It's almost April and it still feels like winter. It wasn't spring whatever on the 20th this month. Let me turn around. I have a calendar behind me. Yeah! What's spring equinox? Can somebody tell me what that is? Is that the first day of spring? That was on the 20th? You're kidding! Ah! But it looks like shit outside! I'm looking forward to spring. I am. I love spring. My birthday's next month too. My birthday's coming. I'm planning on calling my birthday off. I don't know what I'm gonna do on my birthday this year. Last year I was watching Fate. Oh, my birthday. This year I don't know if I'm gonna do anything on my birthday. I don't know. I might just chill out. Who knows? Who knows what life will lead me to on my little birthday. Yay. I need to move to the East Coast. It's been 90 degrees. Really? Ugh! Ew! What if you watch Fate on your birthday again this year? No, I'm good. Whenever I laugh, sometimes I cough. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it makes me cough. My coworker kept making me laugh really hard over the weekends, but I would like laugh so hard I would like get into really bad coughing fits. 89 degrees yesterday in the desert state. Help me. I'm coughing. Probably doesn't help that I'm sitting here screeching. Yeah. Oh, I've been watching Boys Over Flowers lately. Before I got sick, I was watching Boys Over Flowers. I want to get back on that. That was a lot of fun. I like Boys Over Flowers. Could you guys tell? Could you guys tell? I bet you couldn't. I bet it's a secret. Nobody knew. Nobody knew about that. Ah! Sorry, whenever I touch my nails on the table when they're tacky, I'm like, ah! No! Don't touch me. I'm gonna eat cheesecake later. Because I love cheesecake. My friend downloaded the series but has been busy lately. I remember that, yeah. Guys, don't watch Boys Over Flowers. That reminds me, because like all weekends, closing the store on the weekends where I work now is really, really boring because like nobody shows up. So boring. But I was just shooting the shit with my one coworker all weekend, and we were talking about anime that we watched that we loved and hated, and she kept bringing up Peach Girl. And like she said the words Peach Girl. Peach Girl came out of her mouth, and I literally went like, ugh! Ugh! Peach Girl. Oh my god, that show. Peach Girl. Dude, Peach Girl is so bad. If you want to see soap opera but like annoying, you gotta watch Peach Girl. Peach Girl is so dramatic. It's just like drama, 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 drama. It is so much drama. Drama that is easily avoided. The worst kind of drama. Drama that they could have easily avoided. They didn't need to do all that. So bad that it's good? I wouldn't quite say that. I think at first it's so bad it's good, but then you keep watching it because it just keeps going. And you're like, oh my god. This shit again? Can we stop? Can we stop? I'm not, and like, they are fashionable, and Momo's very cute, but nothing surprises me that Maeve would think they're fashionable and cute. Maeve in particular. It is so her taste. Tan girl who swims. Athletic tan girl. Yeah. Yeah. That's her thing. If Kitagawa Marin wasn't a thing, I would probably have chosen Momo as like the anime character for Maeve. But then Marin came out and I'm like, oh, that's just Maeve. That's just who she'd be if she was an anime high schooler. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have like an anime girl you could point out and be like, yeah, that's Effie. Unless you just choose like a random pink-haired anime girl. But at that point, I think I'd be a little offended. There's more to me than just being pink-haired, guys. I have a personality. If I could go back in time, I've thought about this all the time. If I could go back in time to when I started this channel, I don't think I would have pink hair, to be honest. I think I would change my mind. But, and some of you are probably like, oh, well, couldn't you just change it? I could. I can, actually. I haven't used this since I remade the model. I haven't used this. I haven't used this. I totally forgot. No, but like I can't change my branding because like I can't change my branding, guys. I can't change to this. It's too late. Cause now I'm just gonna feel sad if I give up the pink hair. You know? What can we do? What was the same look I had? It was this? It's never too late. Oh, it's too late. Like, I'm a sentimental girl. It's too late for me. I can't change it. You give off IRL Effie vibes at this model? Well, that was the point. That's why I made it. Time to go back to Ephania? No! Never! I don't want to go back. Yeah. I haven't used this model yet since the debut stream. I've been thinking about it, but I never have. I was planning on like one day I'll wear a purple shirt with this model. Like on the hand cam I'll wear purple. I have a purple shirt somewhere. I don't know where I put it. But I don't know. I don't know. Ahaha. Ahahaha. Missing lore? Lore? Oh, do you mean about the Ephania channel? Not important. We don't need to talk about it. PL? We don't need to talk about it. It's not even a PL. I wasn't a VTuber. I was never a VTuber. I almost was. I don't think I ever showed you guys that. I think I'm done with the nails. I think I'm done here. We'll just leave it at that. Because if I put gems on, I'm just going to lose them. Ah! PL means past life. It's like a VTuber term. How does this look on the chatting screen? Not bad. You guys are so much bigger now. Don't worry, I'll leave it on. It's a hand cam stream, guys. Ow! I hit my knee. Man, I'm gonna watch this VOD and be like, damn, I'm so fucking loud. I keep screaming. I have not been drawing lately, and I'm really sad about it. It's not for any particular reason. I come home and I just don't have anything I want to draw. But, yeah. When I was drawing today's thumbnail, I was really struggling. I was having a bad time. It was last night. I came home from work, and I'm like, I need to draw the thumbnail now, or I'm never gonna do it. So I got started on it, and it was the first thing I drew in 2 weeks. And it's not as bad as that time I was trying to draw Ferris last year after I took 2 months off of drawing. That was the worst I've ever experienced. Like, so bad, I was like, I'm never gonna draw again. But I got it together. What I drew after my hiatus last year, I don't know if I ever explained this with words. Let's see if I can find it. What I drew after my drawing hiatus last year was this. Massive file. Some of you already know what this is, but some of you don't. Some of you haven't seen this. I drew this after taking 2 months off of drawing. It was really hard. It took me a while. But I'm still really proud of it. It still turned out really, really good. Wish I could draw like that again. I could. I just don't feel like it. Yeah, guys, I'm an artist. Did you we all forgot about that. Yeah, guys, art is supposed to be my main content on this channel. And that was something I was thinking about when I was having my little retail reflection time. I was like, dude, I need to start doing things again, or I'm gonna lose my mind. Because it really brought me back to a point I was at in 2024, where I was like, this is like really embarrassing. I really didn't want to like enter the job field, the job force or anything, because I was scared that I would stop being creative altogether and like just stop doing things. And I understand now why I was so scared of that, because that's kind of what has been happening ever since I, You have to get a job. You have to. You have to do it. If you're gonna survive in this economy, if you're not rich or you don't have like rich parents, you're not gonna survive if you don't have a job. So I had to get one, but I just don't do anything anymore, and it makes me feel sad. And like I'm not living my life. I think I discussed this last time where I was like, the reason I feel like my life has stagnated, and like it's like I still feel like my life is stagnated, and then like nothing's changed, nothing's going on in my life, is because my real life is, you know, I've continued my real life. My real life I've unpaused it. I'm not a NEET anymore. I'm going outside. I'm doing things in society. That's fine. But I still feel stagnant because by unpausing this part of my life, I have paused the like creative effie part of my life. And now all I do is live stream. And it drives me crazy. Just gamble max? What great advice. Also, I just took this piece of glass off of my pen. This is my favorite pen and it's like broken. I don't know how I broke it. What happened? How did you break? What happened to you? Maintaining your creative drive while participating in capitalism has to be a conscious, consistent choice, and it is hard to do that. Yes, that is... Yeah, you nailed it. Sometimes Black Gold Grimoire just drops truth bombs. I say something, and I word it super poorly, and I just fuck it up, and then Black Gold Grimoire knows exactly what I'm talking about, and puts it so eloquently. And then I read it out, and I'm like, yeah! Yeah! Thank you. That was a bad one. Ugh. That was a bad one. I hate those coughs. I hate... Oh my god. I don't know how parents with 9-to-5 jobs do it. I don't know either. You know, my dad is still coughing the way he did when he first got the flu. My cough has gotten better. I promise you, my cough has gotten so much better. But I call that karma, the fact that my dad still is coughing like that. Okay, we're getting better. I'm okay. Why am I coughing? Help! Help me! I have this pen, but it's all covered in paint. How did it get covered in paint, ephiepen? How'd that happen? I did that. Finals week in college did that to my pen. I got those pens from Dollar Tree, by the way. I don't know if they still sell them, but they're really good. They're awesome pens. I drew that with this. Alright, check it out. Here. There you go. Oh my god, wait, I just remembered. Oh. Oh my god. It's... Oh, I don't have it on me right now, but I have the other one. I'm okay, guys. I never told this story from my last job. This is the last story I think I have from my old job. I have nothing else left after this. Nothing. Do you guys remember a couple months ago I was complaining about the pens. About how my boss kept taking the pens. Do you guys remember that? She kept taking the pens out of the office. In particular, she kept taking my favorite pens out of the office that I liked to use for my office work whenever I do the deposits and stuff. Do you remember that? I'm trying to take this sticker off so you guys don't look at it. I'll just cover it. So right before I quit, my boss left for the day, and I went into the office to go do something real fast. And I look down beneath the desk, and I see her Bible notebook. And what's inside the Bible notebook, if not for a pen? And I looked at it, and I'm like, nobody's here. I'm leaving soon. And so, yeah, it's just funny that that pen was just there. And now it's not there. And I don't know where it went. I don't know where the pen went. It was a pink pen. Yeah, it was a pink pen. It was pink. And it wrote pretty well. But I don't know where it went. If you guys see a pink pen somewhere, you gotta let me know. I need to... my boss needs to do her Bible verses. Sorry, my ex-boss. She's not my boss anymore. Cool pen. Where'd you get it? This thing? I'm not holding a pen. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that the pen she stole? I would never steal a pen. I would never do that. But if I did do it, I would do it right before I quit. So that nobody can confront me and ask for it back. And if I were to choose a color pen to have as a favorite pen, I would choose pink and I would choose purple. I don't actually have the purple pen on me right now. I have a different purple pen. I have this one. This is not the pen. It's a different pen. If you guys want, I will walk down and get the pen right now. I don't know how much you care about this. I don't know how much you guys care about this. I don't have it. I've been taking it to work lately so I can like write down my notes in my little notepad. It's a good pen. Sounds like a lot of work. It's not that much work. I'm more invested than you might think. Okay, fine. I will go get it. But we're gonna go on the BRB screen real fast. It's been a while. You guys can look at this. Okay, it'll take like 2 seconds. Don't worry. I just need to get it out of my purse. Okay. I'll show you how it writes and everything. I'll tell you how I got the purple pen. You're gonna hate this. Ah! Okay, I think it worked. Ah! Ah! I'm dropping my shit! Sorry, the reason it took longer than it should have is because I was petting my cat. she hypnotized me with her cute sleepy meow and I just had to pet her. Had to give her anyway, my pen. Oh god, there's hair. This is my pen. Isn't she pretty? And check out how she draws. Isn't that so smooth? Smooth. The purple pen was my favorite pen. It was this exact pen in the office. Oh my goodness, it was so awesome. I loved writing all my deposits with the purple pen. I would write them in purple pen every single night. And it was smooth. Smooth. And dark enough to be legible on checks and stuff too. But my boss started taking them. Oh.
Thank you for retrieving the pen. It was worth it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you for the donation, Black Gold Grimoire. Yeah, I didn't actually get this back from my boss, though. This what I did here, I can't tell you the story, but I will tell you a story of how, of somebody that I know, somebody that I know got a pen from this store. It was a neighboring store. Yeah, it was a neighboring store. Somebody that I know. Yeah. What was their name? I can't tell you their name. They'll get in trouble. But I can tell you their story about how they got a pen. But it wasn't me. This isn't about me, right? So basically, one day they were left alone in the store once again because their boss had just left for the day again. And they were about to quit. So they figured, like, if they wanted to be a little naughty, now would be the time. There's this function on, you know how, you guys, some of you guys have probably worked retail. So you probably worked with the, like, store phone, is what I'm going to call it. I think it's usually called, like, a handheld terminal. The HHT. Basically, you use that HHT for all the little things in the store. And one of the functions you can use it for is store using in an item, where basically the company has a list of items that they allow you to take money out of their pocket to purchase for store use. And so what this person did was they really wanted this pen. I mean, not this pen, but like a pen, you know, their favorite pen. And so they were left alone in the store. And they decided, I want that pen. So they store used the pen in. And the company paid for their pen. And then they just took it home. And it was not me. This person was not me. Just to clarify. It was a person I know. But if I were to do that, I would choose this pen. Because this pen is so good. So good. Yeah, but this pen... the pink one? That was pure pettiness. That was pure pettiness. I saw my chance and took it. Allegedly. Allegedly. This pen isn't as good. But, like, of course my boss would take all the cute pens. The other pens were fine. They were fine. It's just like this one was smooth like butter. My favorite color of all things. And I couldn't help it. Well, allegedly. I didn't do anything. This pen, I don't know how this pen ended up in my house, but it just appeared one day. This is how we know the person who got the pen wasn't Effie. Effie admits to her crimes. It wasn't me, guys. I don't even know that person anymore. I don't even know who they were. I don't know why, I just keep drawing eyes on this fucking paper. Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going on my stupid rant about life. How life has been going. That was the bulk of my retail thoughts, where I was like, man, I want to quit my job. That's why I've been joking about being unemployed lately, because I just, you know. What was it? It was something Zero said, where they were like, oh yeah, when you work jobs, it teaches you what you don't want to do with your life. And that's absolutely true. It's true. It's so true. Obviously. Obviously. And obviously nobody wants to work retail the rest of their life. So that's my immediate goal is I want to stop. I don't know how I'm going to stop, but I want to stop. And I want to do things with my life that I care about, which I know is a lot to ask for in this economy. I understand that. I understand I've got a challenge ahead of me. But I'm right back where I started before I became employed. I'm right back at that point where I'm like, maybe I could just quit my job and be a content creator. Which, the reason I don't do that, in case anybody's wondering at this point and hasn't correctly guessed very easily, the reason is because I can't afford that. I cannot afford that at this point in my life. Unfortunately. Yeah. But then I can't, then it's like, okay, well then my option is to just like, my other option is to just keep doing my things, my creative things, while also working, but motivation's a bitch. Motivation's a bitch. We should donate more? Don't do that. Don't do that. I honestly, that's something else I think about all the time is like, there was a point where I was putting like donation money into real life bills. And it was very stressful to do that. But I didn't like doing that because I felt like if I was going to spend your money, I should spend it on something that will make everybody happy, you know? Like for example, a new Yay!
Maybe we should.
Please don't. Thank you so much for the donation part. No, no, no. No, that's not what this is about. This is not what this is about. That's not what this is about. That's okay. You guys are fine. I like putting your money back into things for the channel. Like I bought a webcam. Isn't that great? Or like, I feel like sometimes you guys even specifically request that I purchase like, oh, you should buy a coffee with this money, or oh, you should buy yourself a little treat with this money, you know? And that stuff I feel good about, you know, setting aside that money and using it on things like that like bring me joy or will bring you guys joy or like do something good for the channel. What I don't like doing is basically taking your money and your hard work and paying my bills with it. It feels a little weird. Like it's a paradox. Maybe not paradox, but it's a tough thing for me. I completely understand streamers who live off of it and are okay with that. And I'm also okay with them doing that. But for me specifically, I'm like, I think about it in that way and I'm like, that's tough for me to sit with, you know? I had a realization around that a year ago. I'm not gonna say names because that's not my place to do so. But, oh my god. There was this drama a year ago where this streamer, it ended up being like revealed that she was like doing really poorly financially off of her streams and wasn't making enough money off of them to live. And the people around her were like suggesting like, oh, well, you should go find a job then. And she's like, no. No. And I was like, oh my god, is this me? Is this me? I don't want to be like that. I need to do my part and take care of myself. I need to take care of myself. So that's what I set out to do. And I feel so much better for it personally. But of course now I'm at the point where I'm like, maybe I should do something else in my life other than retail. that's the point of the rant, is retail sucks. Shout out retail workers. Yay. I think I'm just jealous too, because I know a lot of people who work like real jobs. Not that retail isn't a real job, but like, you know, real jobs where you're sitting in an office basically. That's what I'm saying. I'm jealous of those people because they'll tell me like, oh yeah, I get an hour-long paid lunch break. And I'm like, I get an unpaid I get 2 unpaid 15-minute breaks every 8 hours shift. Are you kidding me? Oh. I feel like a peasant. I'm so jealous. They worked very hard to get those jobs. I'm not trying to discount that effort. Those my lovely friends who are working their hard, exhausting jobs. I'm not trying to discount that. I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous. I want an hour-long break. That sounds so nice. That sounds so nice. I want to be able to sit down. Oh. That reminds me. You guys know how I worked through my fever last weekend? So I obviously wasn't feeling very good, and on Sunday especially, I started to like sit on the floor because I was just so tired. I was so tired. I couldn't bring myself to give a fuck about the rules anymore, so I just sat on the floor. The guy I was closing with on Sunday was Brock. And Brock has seen me sitting on the floor before for far longer than what I did on Sunday. But then I took 3 days off and I wasn't there for a couple days. I come back on Thursday and I'm there in the morning, and all of a sudden one of my managers comes up to me, the guy manager. Did I have a fake name for him? I don't remember it. I'm gonna call him Jason. Jason came up to me and he's like, hey Effie, take this however you want, but Brock has been snitching. Brock has been going around snitching on you. Something about how you sat on the floor. Something like that. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, yeah, I don't care about any of that. You do the work you need to be doing, so I don't give a fuck. But just thought you should know that has been happening. And I'm like, okay, no, I appreciate it, thank you. Didn't expect this conversation today, but hey. And I didn't realize the severity of this, because I was like, oh, Brock's just a talkative guy. I figured he would talk about me sitting on the floor, joking about it. You know? I figured that would happen. I wasn't terribly surprised, because he was yapping about other things I was saying that he really should not be saying to his bosses. But, hey. So I decided to pull back a little bit about my jokes and stuff with Brock. But now I'm really like, ooh, I really need to pull back. And be on good behavior, I guess. But then the next day I come in and one of my coworkers is like, oh yeah, so like I heard Brock's been snitching on you. And when she said it, and when she was telling me about how pissed all the managers were at Brock, not at me, they were all pissed at Brock for even saying anything to begin with, and for snitching on that of all things, apparently. I realized, like, oh, he was actually trying to come get me. He was trying to get my ass. Oh, he was trying to get me in trouble. He wasn't just telling a funny story. Oh. Oh. Understood. Then I was a little mad. Like, oh, I can't believe he did that. To be fair, I was sitting on the floor. It is true. It was not untrue. But my excuse is that I was really sick. And I was really, really cold because of my fever, my body trying to regulate my shit. And, you know, when I'm uncomfortable, I don't handle it well. So that's on me. But wow. You just don't do that. You don't snitch on your coworkers to your managers unless it's like really a problem. That's my opinion. Yeah, wow. I couldn't believe it though. The funniest part of the story, I figured Jason wouldn't give a fuck. But I didn't think he would give that little a fuck. That he would come up to me, not to yell at me for sitting on the floor, but to warn me that my coworker is snitching on me. And to just warn me to, like, be careful around him. I couldn't believe that part. That dude was having my back. I couldn't believe it. I thought that was so funny. And that the other managers were, like, mad at Brock and didn't give a fuck. Because there's 3 managers. The other manager was like, I can't believe him. I can't believe he snitched on something so unimportant. Like, it doesn't even matter. I can't believe I became the drama. I thought the drama would be like, wow, I can't believe she took 3 days off. What a bitch. That's what I thought the drama would be. But no, the drama is that I sat on the floor on Sunday. The funny part, though, is that Brock sometimes visits the store when he's not, like, on duty. But I was sitting on, like, the shelf behind the registers because I was on break. And I was just hanging out with, my coworker while she was, like, doing whatever. And Brock comes in and he's like, what's Effie doing? What's Effie doing? She looks like a statue over there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on break, dude. In my head, I'm like, what? You gonna tell Jason? You gonna tell him? All 3 managers were like, I don't care. Like, whenever you close on weekends, all 3 of the managers have said to me at some point, they're like, I don't care what you do as long as you just stay in the store and keep it operated during the hours it's meant to be operated. Did the managers know you were sick too? I don't know if they knew I was sick on that specific day. They probably could guess from the fact that I was gone for 3 days that something was wrong with me before that. But yeah, I don't know. But they were aware I was sick. I brought in a doctor's note and everything, and at least 2 of the managers were aware. So I'm sure they can put 2 and 2 together. That maybe she was sitting on the floor because she felt like shit. Yeah, oh well. Actual man-child? I found out how old Brock is, actually. I found out yesterday how old he is. Do you guys want to know? Do you want to know? The man, he's way older than I thought he was. I thought this man was in his 30s or 40s. This dude's 57. He's 57. I was blown away when I found out. Because a customer came in and was like, oh yeah, I know that guy. He's 57. And I'm like, what? 57 and acts like this, right? Trying to snitch like a middle schooler. I think he just wants to be liked. I think that's really it. He just wants to be liked. He just wants friends. To be friendly with his coworkers. And he's doing too much as a result. He's doing too much. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe this dude is 57. I was shocked. He's older than my dad. He's older than my dad, too! I cannot believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I want to be liked by my coworkers. I'm going to give off the impression that I would rat them out. Exactly. Yeah, that's how you get them to like you. Right? What a guy. I don't hate him or anything. I feel like I still dealt with worse people at my old job. But, man. Now I can't sit on my ass in front of that guy. Being an adult is realizing a lot of adults are still middle schoolers or high schoolers. Yeah, you nailed that one, Bart. Because even the guy, oh my god. That guy that told us that Brock was 57, he himself apparently has some interesting tidbits about him that my coworker knows about. Because my coworker, what was her fake name? Did I say it was Mary? Did I call her Mary? I think I did. She's the one I was hanging out with all weekend. And after the guy leaves, she's like, oh yeah, that's the guy who used to bug me at my old job and like pester me for my number. And I'm like, what? But if that guy knew Brock and he's also 57, you had a 57-year-old man pestering you for your phone number? Bro, we're both like 25. What the fuck? Ew! She's like, yeah, I said no so many times that he ended up contacting my manager and asking her for my phone number. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that guy's not great either. Small town things, bro. Lost York is crazy. I'm learning a lot of things about Lost York through my coworker, because she's experienced a lot of the worst sides of Lost York. Hi Blue. Hi, it's nice to see you. It's been a little while. I'm sorry. It's probably my fault. I haven't been streaming. Hi. These are the nails. I know you missed it. We did blue. We did blue! How funny. What's going on at your place? A lot. We got bored yesterday, and so my coworker's like, oh yeah, did you know you can like Google sex offenders in your area? Did you know you can do that? And I was like, no, I did not know. So I put my address into the website, and I looked on the map at all of the offenders in my area. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot! Oh yeah, I'm sick, by the way, for anyone just coming in. Yeah, that's something you can do in the States. You can just look it up. You can just Google it. And you can see their faces, their full names, their charges. So I found out there's like people near me who've done some things in their lives. And I was like, I wonder if any of these people have come into the store and we've like run their stuff up. That'd be interesting. I have a friend who was framed and has to register every year and isn't allowed in certain states. Oh my god. That sucks. Imagine seeing a pin on your house. There wasn't one, fortunately. Glad to know my parents are normal people. They don't have skeletons in their closet. In my area, they do a big news article where they get released explaining where they live and what they did. Ooh, juicy. And terrible, obviously, but ooh. Wow. Yeah, there's a good amount on the map. I can't tell you anything about them because that would dox me, but hey, we got some! Lots and lots of little arrows on the map. And I was like, ooh, who's closest to the store right now? And my coworker's like, oh, I know this lady! I know this lady on the list! She's like, I used to work with this lady. And I'm like, how do you know these people? How have you run into all these horrible people? I don't know if I should be worried for her or not. She's known a lot of weird ass people. She's told me stories I cannot repeat on stream. For one thing, it's not my business what to repeat on stream. But the other thing is like, they're really bad stories. So she's told me casually. No skeletons in your parents' closet, just a baby who's sleeping with their ass up? Did I tell you about that? When did I tell you about that? She's not even airing my business out on stream. She's airing my brother's business out on stream right now. She's airing my brother's shit out. My poor brother. No, he probably would think it's funny. This particular time. Long story short, there's a baby picture that my mom took of my brother's soul. And he used to sleep. Like, he would fall asleep in random spots Oh, the context is that basically he would not want to go to the bathroom or like take a nap or whatever. Whatever my mom was trying to get him to do. So he would hide. And it would take my mom so long to find him that he would fall asleep in whatever spot he hid in. And she would find him like ass up in the air. Like his head is right here. Here's his arm. Here's his other arm. She would find him like that. Where is it? Right there. She would find him like that. In different places. And there's all these photos of him because she probably found it fucking hilarious. And it is hilarious. And one of them is him in a closet. I had this like dresser mixed with a closet when I was a kid. And the closet part was perfect size for a kid to go and hide in. And she found him in there, ass up, as usual. It's so funny. That reminds me, my mom said that I was the easiest one to potty train and all that. Because I wouldn't hide ass up in a closet. I would just do the thing. She said I was pretty easy. Which is good to hear. That's what you want to hear from your mother, that you were an easy child. Of course, I'm sure as I got older that changed and I was no longer the easiest child. I'm sure she had her struggles with me. She just probably won't tell me about them because she doesn't want to make me feel bad. Which means now I have no stories to tell you guys on stream about me. I was too good of a kid. And my mom's too nice of a woman to tell me about the times I wasn't good. I do remember this one time though. I remember this one story. My mom actually used to be a stay-at-home mom for a little bit. But she wanted to go out and get a job again because we were getting old enough that she's like, yeah, we don't really need to do anything with you guys anymore. And I took that personally. My mom finally got a job. She was so happy. And like, looking back, I'm such a dick for this. Because getting a job is so hard. And such an amazing thing and a good feat. But she got a job and was gonna start her job soon. And I took that personally. I was like, Mommy, no, you can't go to your job. You can't do it. You can't. You have to say no. Don't go. You're not allowed to go to your job. And she's like, but I have to go to my job. It's just a new part of all of our lives. And I'm like, no! I hate you! And I locked myself in my room and was going through like a rebellious phase that I just completely made up on the fly. That was the day I decided that the color pink, I couldn't like the color pink anymore, that I had to be serious, so I decided to like the color blue. Blue was my new favorite color starting that day, and I'm like, I need to be independent and serious now, because my mom is abandoning me to go work her job. She smoothed it over with me. She put it, like, in an eloquent way that made me understand in my little kid brain that she was doing something good. And that I would still see her. And she wasn't just gonna disappear out of my life or anything. It was just gonna be different. But I took that personally. I took that personally. It's really funny. Probably one of the times she thinks back on is like, yeah, F you's being a little bitch. Trying to keep me from going to my job. That she would benefit from. Because her money was my money. Because I was like 10. The deep lore in Effie's relationship with jobs comes to light. Hey, it's okay, guys. I got things figured out. It's okay. I think I was just hung up on the fact, like, I would see my mom way less. That's the core of it, obviously. You're a little kid. You're not going to see your mom anymore as much. It's going to be lonely. You're going to miss your mommy. But that's life. My mom was good at that stuff. She was really good at, like, getting me to stop being crazy. Because there's another time in my life. I have no other terminology for this other than what I'm about to say. I don't know what the proper thing to call this would be. But I had like a life crisis. No, that's not the right word. Like a I can't remember what it's called now. I had like a I'm gonna put it this way. I became sentient when I was like 8 or 9. Because I realized I was gonna die one day. That was the core of it. But I also was having like an existential crisis. That's what it was. I was having a whole thing because I found out about how the universe was created. I found out about it through class. They taught us about the Big Bang and all that. And that fucked with me. Because I was like, what if like one of the random steps in the Big Bang just like didn't happen? Then none of us would be here. All these steps, all these like, it felt like a bunch of coincidences just collided together randomly. It just kind of just happened one day. And that fucked with me a lot. And then that spiraled into me realizing like, I'm gonna die one day. And when I die, I don't know what's gonna happen. I had this vivid image in my brain when I was like 8. I would think about this on the bus every single day to school, where I would imagine myself, like my body under the ground, and like for the rest of my life, or like the rest of my, I guess like after I die, what I imagine would happen is I would just see black and silence, and that's it. There'd be nothing after that. Just silence. Like a long sleep. And that fucked with me. Because then it hit me where I was like, eternity, it's just gonna keep going like that forever. You know? And that ruined my life. So I was having my little thing kind of turned into a little kid tantrum where I was not acting the same. And my mother noticed finally. And then my mom was like, shit, I got no other choice. I have to whip out the weapon. My mom... I'm actually not religious, by the way, but my mom taught me about God, and that got me to chill out. My mom was like, yeah, it's okay, you're gonna go to heaven one day after you die, and you're gonna be with all the little kitty cats, and all your friends, and us too. And I'm like, but Mom, don't you want to live forever? Mom, don't you want to live forever? You don't want to die, right? And she's like, oh no, I don't want to be here forever. That sounds awful. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, she's like, yeah, you're gonna go to heaven, baby. It's okay. I'm like, okay. And then I was all better. And then I got back up and continued watching the Phineas and Ferb Christmas special because it was Christmas. And then I forgot about it. But you know, when you think about the concept of eternity, that hit me with that same like sinking feeling I used to get so vividly when I was a little kid. When I was talking about eternity being a long time, just keeps going. Like that imagery still gets me. And honestly, that might be what it is. That might be what's waiting for all of us. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But my personal opinion of what I would like to have happen and what I think feels realistic in my soul. Is this the answer? No, I'm not going to say that. But for me, what I settled upon is I think reincarnation's a thing. Does that mean I'm going to reincarnate as a human? Maybe one day. But no, I think what's going to happen is I die. Me. I'm gone. And then I wake up and I'm in the ocean and I'm a little fish. You know? And then I get eaten by a shark. And then I close my eyes. And then now I'm a caterpillar. And I'm doing my thing. You know? I just think that might be how that works. That's the most comfortable answer for me. Because heaven, I feel like heaven might be a little boring. That's just like life too. And like, what's the point of that, you know? No offense to anybody who's looking forward to heaven. You knock yourself out, bro. I'm happy for you. But for me, I feel like I want to live other lives. And then maybe one day I'll go back to being a human. Maybe I will. My mom used to threaten me with reincarnation into a rock. That's so funny. That sounds like something that would happen to you too. I can picture it. I always envisioned it like going to sleep, waking up, and just being something else or someone else, but you don't feel weird about it. You just think you were always like that? Yeah. That's how I think of it too. Yeah, just having an ending and that's it. That is very sinking. If there's heaven, they probably don't have Wi-Fi. That sucks. I don't want that. Well, I'm okay with that. That sounds better than the just going to sleep forever. But I guess you wouldn't even notice though when you die. Unless you're like murdered. But if you just like die in your sleep or something, you won't even notice. Probably won't even notice. Nowadays when I think about existentiality, I just think about how like there's so much I want to do with my life that I need to stay healthy and take care of myself so that I can not only actually do the things but be alive to do them. You know? And I'm like, oh, you know, time is the most precious currency of all, so I need to spend my time wisely. And that brings me back to, damn, I need to quit my retail job. I need to quit my job. I need to quit. I have to quit right now. Right now. Put your 2 weeks in, Effie. Put your 2 weeks in. Put your 2 weeks in. No! But I'll chill. Yeah. I'm scared of one day doing an oopsie and then I'm gone. It could happen. I can't say it won't. Just be careful out there. That's all I can tell you. I really shouldn't get too deep into this because I don't want to talk about the event that made me think about this. But I will put it this way. Where I was watching videos recently about tragedies. You know? You can think of a couple right now. I'm sure several of you just thought of like 5. Tragedies that nobody involves that died. Like it wasn't their fault. It was in no way their fault. They could have never predicted it. Nothing about it was their fault. They could have never prepared for it. But the theme about the people who survived those tragedies, in particular, that I noticed is that they went against what they were told to do by the people who were like supposed to guarantee their safety or whatever. They went against that and followed their intuition, what they felt was right to do in that moment. And then they survived as a result. And also saved other people with their intuition as a result. Because I was watching videos about like survivors of certain tragedies telling their story about why they survived. And that made me think about like, oh, you know, work, the difference here is prioritizing life versus work in some of these cases. But the most important lesson of all is follow your intuition. Where if you feel like something dangerous is gonna happen, then like you gotta just act on that. You can't ignore it. You might pay for it if you ignore it. Like probably just so many people follow their intuition and end up dead anyway. Well, yeah, maybe, but like the point I'm making is that the people who are telling their stories is that they explicitly didn't follow what other people told them to do. Because a lot of the people that died in some of these events were following what other people told them was safe. And who knows what they thought. Maybe they agreed. Maybe they wholeheartedly agreed. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But the lesson I took from that was I should follow my intuition. I should trust myself more. And that's a regret I have in my life anyway, where I realized that I do have intuition and I can like feel I should do this, but then I never trust it. And then I end up regretting it and paying for it. In smaller ways. Way smaller ways than life or death. But way that just, you know. I always end up regretting not following my intuition. So I'm trying to practice that in small ways. Where I'm like, you know, stupid ways. For example, maybe there's like a multiple choice question in a YouTube video, and I'm thinking about the answer. I'm like, okay, what do I feel like the answer is? Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong. But I never regret following my intuition. I did what I felt was what I felt was right. And that was my thing when I finally stayed home. It's not even intuition, it's just logic, facts and logic. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, dude, 103 degrees, you're literally you're literally choosing work over your life right now. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's stupid. I'm calling off. That's stupid. I'm calling off. I'm getting out of here. Who knows what would have happened to me if I went to work that day? I don't know. I probably would have been okay. Yeah, sorry, that got way too deep. That's probably the deepest I've ever gotten on stream before. Oopsie. Happens. What else can I do with this model? This outfit's cute. You guys haven't seen this in a while. Wow! I'm clipping off the screen. What does La Luna mean? It means the moon. I have a shirt in real life that looks exactly like this. Hang on. Which one's the jacket toggle? This one? I like that I'm asking you guys like you would know. I have this shirt in real life. So I drew it onto the shirt. Don't make fun of my cough. I'm a sick person. That's not very nice of you, Maeve. Oh, that's a phlegmy cough, Effie. That's so gross. Gross phlegmy cough. Ew. Ew. Stop doing that, Effie. I would stop if I could! I do like this model. It's fun. I'm glad I made it. It's just a recolor. That's all it is. Just a recolor of me and how I wish I looked in real life. But I don't look like this in real life, unfortunately. Isn't it a cute outfit? Yeah, wow. This is what I looked like on the last stream, but with now with brown hair. Wow. Long hair. Some of you haven't seen this, that's why I'm showing it off right now. Long hair. I think you saw this. This is the default hairstyle, which is cute. It is cute. I like the plant. Thank you. It's supposed to be Lily of the Valley. I have it in real life. I showed you guys last time. I definitely... I guessed wrong every single time of which toggle was which. I definitely, what is it? Definitely don't want to go back to making a VTuber model for a while. That's just, it's such an every once in a while thing, I fear. It's exhausting to do. But it does get me drawing for a good while, you know? I think I spent a good while drawing these models. Which song is which? Oh, I guessed right. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna give to all of you today, is just, we gotta find ways to enjoy your life through all the bullshit. It feels like a rebellion almost to try to enjoy your life, despite it all. And that's something I've been trying to do lately. Because I realized whenever I come home, I just sit around and doom scroll. And I still do that. But I'm trying to find other things to do with my time that'll make me feel like I did something with my time. That's what I've been trying to do lately. So I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. That's like my go-to thing. It's like, I want to play Stardew Valley. I am kind of running out of things to do in Stardew Valley, like, once again. But I'm having fun. It's nice. It's very chill. I made it to winter of year 1. It's the same save file I was working on a year ago when I was on hiatus. I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning that. That I started my little new Stardew Valley farm, my personal one. And I'm having a hell of a time with it. Last year, I made it to fall year 1. And I was dating Elliot. So I just picked up where I left off this time around. And we got married. Ah. I was worried that I wasn't gonna be as into Elliot anymore. Like, I grew out of it, because it's been a couple of years. But when I proposed to him and he blushed, I was like, oh, ugh. No, I'm still in it. I'm still in there. Some things don't change. Every time he flirts with me, I'm like, ah! This is a video game character. This is a video game character. You were acting embarrassing, ephiepen. I think he's cute. I am thinking about doing a new farm though, where I marry somebody that isn't Elliot. I'm interested in doing a Yuri farm with Leia. The last time I talked about Stardew Valley and I said Leia as Leia, or no, I said Leia as Leia, somebody got really mad at me in chat and was like, no, it's Leia. It's Leia. It's Leia. You have to say it Leia. And I'm like, but I don't care. Anyway, was thinking about her, because yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's hot. I was thinking about giving Harvey a try. I was thinking about giving Sebastian a try. Maybe give Sebastian a whirl. I've been judging Sebastian fans for such a long time. Maybe I'll give him a go. Maybe he's hot. You know? There's just so much opportunity. I'm very happy with Elliot though. I think he's a cutie, but you know, there's just so much more to try in the game. The only thing that's getting me is like I'd have to restart my farm, and I really don't feel like doing that. Oh my god. I love restarting games I enjoy with the intent to do something different, only to make the exact same choices. Yeah, I do that too. Oh my god. I have like 3 farms. I have 3 farms I'm dating Elliot on because I can't stop. I did the same thing with Persona. With Persona 5. I can't help it. Well, with Persona 5, I almost chose on my, when I, like, on the playthrough, I'm like, oh, I should do something different. Because she was really charming me. She was so cute. But I'm like, I don't know if I should choose on. Because I wanted to choose Haru this time around. So I rejected on. But I still think about it. I'm like, I could have dated on. I could have. Maybe I should have. But Haru is so cute. Some of you might be asking yourselves right now, oh, who'd you pick usually then? And a lot of you are going to judge me. A lot of you are going to judge me for my choice. You're going to judge me. But I have an explanation. Oh yeah, I can get rid of the note on the stream. I can get rid of that. Um, I usually went with Futaba because I thought she was cute and I related to her. So I wanted her to be happy. Which I know is a choice that a lot of people have thoughts on, and I understand. I understand. I get it, but that's just how it is. I don't know, I thought her route was cute. I thought it was cute. And I liked her storyline. I just thought she was cute. I don't like the idea. I don't really play the game like a self-insert. I know some people do that. Like they imagine themselves as Joker. Maybe it's because he's a man. I don't know. But I just can't do that. I imagine him as his own person. And I'm just piloting him. So I don't want to put him in a bad spot. I feel like if I made him date like Takumi or any of the adults, that I would just be making him a victim. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make him a victim. So I stick to the high schoolers because those are his age, you know. I stick to them. But if I had it my way, if I had it my way, where he's the perpetrator, I don't think she's like 15, right? Like 14, 15. He's 16. It's not amazing, but I don't know. She'd be like a first year. That's like dating a first year. I get the argument people make where it's like, oh, they seem more like siblings than they do romantic. Well, like, that's an opinion you can have. I understand that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. What was I saying? I can't remember. I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's just how I like to play it though. You know? Keep them with the teenagers. But I know some people get flack. You can't win with Persona 5, I think, because as a fan of the franchise, because people are gonna make jokes at you like, oh, you're playing the game where you're dating teenagers and you're self-inserting to date teenagers. It's like, of course when you put it like that, it sounds awful. Of course. Of course. That sounds awful. But that's not how I'm playing it. I'm playing it like, this is a dude I'm piloting. I'm just trying to make his life good. You know? Trying to make his life... Trying to get him in a good place in life. I don't want to put him in danger. Joker's in my hands, and I can't ruin his life for him. And I know he's a video game character, but I can't do this! Joker is dating the teenagers. Yes, he's the one dating the teenagers. If I had it my way, I'd be dating Tai Takumi. Yeah. Because I'm an adult, and I can make adult choices. And my adult choice is, yeah, I am gonna fuck the goth doctor. She's hot! And you know who else I'd go for? I'd go for the gun store guy. Yeah. Single father. I can be a mother. Dr. Maruki? Dr. Maruki was cute. He's got baggage. It's okay. Why doesn't anybody date the politician? He's like a little too old for me. Just a little too old for me. But I respect it. He's a nice guy. I liked his route. His route was fun. It was cute. I thought he was a nice, wise man. And it was very pleasant to hang out with him. Yeah. Sorry. I think what I was trying to say earlier, if I had it my way, my choice for Joker, obviously I would pick Goro Akechi. But to be honest with all of you, I would not put Joker with a woman if I had it my way. This isn't me being yaoi pilled. This isn't anything like that. It's just that I get so much genuine chemistry when he's hanging out with the boys that I'm like, I would pick any of them. Ryuji, that is so cute. Two best friends, and maybe they're kissing. Adorable. Yusuke, I love the dynamic with Yusuke. I think it's adorable. I think it's cute. Goro Akechi, that is next level. That's next level shit. And then with the girls, I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, it's cute. It is cute. But I don't get like that level of chemistry. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, Joker's gay. Joker's gay. He would never date a woman. I'm sure he would date a woman. I'm sure. Well, we don't know that. I'm not Joker. None of us are Joker. We don't know what Joker would pick. This is such a dumb conversation. Anytime, this is why I try not to bring up Persona 5, like, social link dating, because I end up going around in a spiral of saying really, really weird shit, and it never goes well. It always ends up awkward. I feel awkward right now. I'm sweating. I'm sweating! Anyways, I'd put him with a man, but I can't do that. I unfortunately can't do that. Because Atlas won't let me, so. But if I could pick anybody. Your Persona 3 shipping takes. Yeah, I was talking about 5, but my 3 takes. My Persona 3 takes. I don't have a take. That's like the one game where I'm like, yeah, he probably would date a girl. Obviously, Aegis. Obviously. Obviously. Who else would he pick? I just don't think he'd be with a man in that game. Persona 4. Persona 4. My spicy take in Persona 4 is that Yu Narukami and Yosuke, it has to be them. It has to be them. It should have been canon. Yosuke. Let's go, partner. Exactly! Exactly! Oh my god, exactly. It is so gay. It is so gay. You can't convince me. You can't convince me. Especially after seeing the cut out content for that game. You can't convince me. Again, I'm not even trying to be yaoi pilled here. I'm just being objective and truthful about my opinion. There's something going on with those two. There's something happening. And it is not straight. I am so sorry, everyone. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know Yosuke was sweating a bit when Yu Narukami entered the beauty contest. True. True. You know he was sweating a bit when if you choose to hug Yosuke. You know he was sweating a bit. You idiot. That's for girls. Let's move on from this. I always feel so judged whenever I talk about anything to do with boys kissing. I always feel judged. I feel like there's always at least one person in the chat that's like thinking to themselves, ugh, here she goes again. Fujo. Pointing, everyone point and laugh. But hey, I haven't even been reading yaoi lately. I haven't read a yaoi in a long time. I promise you. There hasn't been anything good to read. But you know, there might be something good to watch soon. If it's not already out. Have you guys seen, what's it called? Go For It, Nakamura-kun? I saw the PV today, the preview. It looked really good. It looks funnier. Funnier than I thought it'd be. And the song was good. One time I was watching you in a VC, and one of my friends said, "Who's that Fujoshi you're listening to?" Was I even talking about yaoi? Because I remember you told me about that, and I can't remember what stream it was, but I was like, I don't think I was even talking about yaoi. And they were just like, yeah, she probably reads it. She probably reads about boys kissing. And it's like, what gives that vibe? What, like, God forbid I be a nerdy woman. God forbid, bro. Yeah, I do read it, but like, what gives that vibe? I don't know. It's like what version of gaydar is this? That they're like, it's the yaoi dar. This is like opposite gaydar. I think I figured out the appeal of yaoi to me though, for me specifically, cause like, maybe this actually no, this doesn't make any sense. Now that I'm thinking about it in my head. It doesn't make sense in my head. I don't get it. I was gonna say that I'm getting pickier and pickier with my taste. I'm getting pickier and pickier with like my taste in romance, because whenever I imagine like certain things of romance happening to me, it like icks me out. I don't play Ultimate games that much anymore for the same reason, because when I play Ultimate games, the whole point is to self-insert, right? Like, you are the player character. But then, like, when things happen to her, to the player character, that I'm meant to be happy about, that I'm meant to be, like, excited about, like marriage, or having children, I'm like, ah! Ah! Get that away from me! Ah! That's not what I would choose! I would have used protection! So it's hard. It's hard for me to like play those things anymore, or watch and read certain things anymore, because I don't want those things to happen to me. It's like watching my worst nightmare play out, you know? And I think that's why with yaoi, I'm not a man. I'm never going to be a man. I'm not planning on being a man. And the closest thing to relating I can get is like the potential of dating a man. But like this is specifically like two gay men. And I'm never going to be filling those shoes. This is such a specific experience I'm never going to have, that I feel almost comfort in reading that. Because none of this is ever going to happen to me. Ever. None of it. I want to get into Yuri. I really do. But I think I just have such specific taste when it comes to girls kissing. That's why I feel like I just need to write a Yuri one day. I just need to get into the genre. Because if I have such specific taste and nobody's meeting what I want, then I should just write it. But that's effort. That's effort. That's effort. I feel like I'd be good at it. I feel like I'd be good at it. But anyway, yeah, just sometimes I struggle to find what I want in Yuri. But that's I've had this conversation before too. People have asked me before, like friends of mine have asked me like, "Oh, you're gonna write a yaoi one day, right? I'm surprised you haven't written one yet." And I'm like, "No, I'm not actually. I actually have no interest. I have no interest in writing about boys kissing because I just don't think I'd do it very well, and I'm just not interested because it's not an experience I've ever had, an experience I will never have, and I don't feel connected to that experience. But I've dated men, I've dated women. I've wanted to do both. I can write about both because I've experienced both and willing to experience both again. You know? I feel like at most I could write like a side boys kissing couple, but it wouldn't be very good. It wouldn't be good writing. I could never match up with the legendary BL. I couldn't do it. I just simply think I'm not capable. I'm willing to try one day, but if you're gonna catch me writing a romance story, it's most likely gonna be One of two options. Unfortunately. I'm definitely open to the Yuri. Maybe I will cook my own food. One day. I'm hopelessly lesbian. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Good to know there'll be someone to read my Yuri if I ever write it. I have two stories. I have two stories that I was writing in high school that had Yuri in them. One of them was Yuri main focus. And I was really happy writing those. It was a lot of fun. It's the food I want in the world. It's the food I want. There's so many brands of Yuri, I feel like. But I think what I don't like about specifically like manga Yuri, I'm sure this has changed. I'm sure this has changed in recent years because there's stuff like the green Yuri and I've heard of that and it looks good and I'm willing to try it one day. But I don't like I don't like the Yuri that is really obviously written for a male audience. I think it's great that the male audience gets their own thing. Because obviously, like, yaoi's written with a female audience in mind. Right? So, like, I can't complain. Because I'm part of the problem of the opposite spectrum. But the male gaze Yuri, yeah, that's a good way to put it. The male gaze Yuri, I think that's why I'm so turned off by the genre sometimes, is because I read that and I'm like, ugh, you don't know what being a girl is like. You don't know. You don't know what being a girl is like, and you probably never even kissed a woman before. You just think it's hot. And that's fair. I think it's hot too. But like, I mean, I can't do this moe bullshit. The moe. Oh my god. Senpai! Senpai, I can't kiss a girl. I can't do that. I can't kiss a girl. That's forbidden. No. I can't kiss Senpai. And my massive breasts are jiggling right now. Thinking about it. Not all Yuri is like that. There's well-written Yuri written by women. It's particularly by women who are gay. And you can tell. But like, there's stuff like Citrus out there. Sorry to throw shade directly onto a series. But I can't take it! That was really phlegmy. I'm so sorry. You know what makes me laugh my ass off though whenever I read BL? Is when one or both of the guys are like, that's fucking gay. That's fucking gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay, bro. I'm not gay. And I'm like, oh, buddy. You are in the wrong series right now. You are gay. You are gay. Sorry. I think it's so funny. It makes me laugh my ass off whenever that happens. I'm sure it happens in Yuri too, all the time. I'm not gay, bro. I'm not fucking gay. Oh yeah, you are, buddy. You're gay. And guess what you're gonna be doing in a couple chapters? Something really gay. I think it's so funny. It's so funny. It makes me giggle. Oh, you are gay! Sorry to interrupt your talk about girls kissing. I need to sleep now. Good night. Thank you for coming to my stream. I will feel better soon, I promise. The next time I stream, whenever that is, I'm sure I'll be in tip-top shape. And I'll sound like a normal girl again. And I won't have phlegmy little coughs that Maeve Mallow makes fun of in my own chat. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. It's not really going well for me. Yeah, that's my thing with all of romance right now. Romance has been icking me out a little bit lately. I think I'm getting too old. I'm getting too old. Reality is biting, and I see these little stories and I'm like, ugh, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Seems like they're real happy about it, but I'm not. There's someone you forgot to ask. There's someone you forgot to ask. Whenever I stream, I have a lot of thoughts I know I shouldn't voice out loud. And there's just one in my head right now, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't say this. I feel like I'm gonna put a lot of people off if I say that. Or maybe you guys would be like, hell yeah. I was getting really meta in my head just now. It's making me think about when I opened my channel too. This channel. This one. When I opened this channel, my goal was that I wanted my audience to be really gay. I wanted an audience of people who are gay. That's what I wanted. Because I feel really comfortable around gay people. I'm very comfortable with my current audience. But I was just thinking to myself just now, I'm like, we have got to get gayer. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. But, you know. I was just thinking about that. I don't know how to do that. How to accomplish that. I hella succeeded when I started because I posted the Nyanaka Sugar Girls video and there were a lot of trans people in my comments and I was like, let's go! Let's go! There was just one person in my comments back then. I was celebrating this. I was telling my friends all about it. Their username was like sexy trans mommy or something. I was like, let's go! Yeah! Oh, you guys telling me you're gay? Good for you guys. Let's go. A valid name. I know, right? I think she deleted her comment at some point. I was so sad. So I'm like, no, sexy trans mommy's gone. I miss her. I miss her. I miss her so much. But you know what the gayest animal on the planet is? All of this is a coincidence. One of the gayest animals I can think of are penguins. Sorry, that was a bad cough. Because when you think about it, and then somebody, oh my god, the whole thing spun out of control in my head when it was just one thing after another. I found out there's so many coincidences. I think somebody told me, what the Adelie penguins? Somebody told me that my penguins, like this, I can't point in the right direction. The penguin in front of me looked like an Adelie penguin. I googled it the other day. I was doing some research before my re-debut, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can, like, redesign the penguins. Never ended up doing it. And on Wikipedia, they're like, yeah, they're gay. They're gay. Specifically, the Adelie penguins are so gay. Like, they're just constantly, they're just gay. And I'm like, oh my god. The pen puffs are gay. You're gay! talking about gay people is making me cough. Yeah, so basically, my point here, open arms. I love gay people. Please be my fan. Please be a pen puff. I mean, straight people are great too. You guys are awesome. You guys are all great. You guys are great. Love the pen puffs. You guys are awesome. If you like women, you can be in my chat. Thumbs up. Love it. This is gonna be one of those conversations I have on stream that's gonna get clipped one day, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe she said that. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I kiss boy? Oh, good for you. I'm happy for you. You have fun out there. Chat is just 3 women in a trench coat who loves other women. Yay! Yeah, don't worry guys. I'm not gonna like... I don't think there is a way for me to like... Well, no, there is a way. There's many ways. There's many ways to get... I gotta stop talking about this. I gotta stop talking about this. Move on. Yeah. I'm being serious though. When I started this channel, I wrote down in a document all my plans and ideas of what I wanted, how I wanted things to go. And I was like, I want to curate an audience. As BGG said, curate an audience. I never end up succeeding because I can write down as much as I want, like, oh, I want this kind of audience. I usually 90% of the time end up doing whatever the fuck I want, and then I end up with what I end up with. Which has ended up for me, for better or for worse. In the past, made a huge mistake. I remember, I always talk about this somehow, I always get to this point, but the JoJo era of my life ended, like, it ended with me thinking to myself, like, is this the audience I built? Because I would see some of the things that the people who followed me would post, like, on Twitter. And it was really horrible things about other people. Like, they had a lot of opinions and thoughts about life that I didn't agree with. That I very violently didn't agree with. And it just made me think, like, what did I do? These are the people who I'm making content for? That messed with me. That messed with me. That messed with me a lot. Nowadays, I just try not to think about what you guys are up to. I stay out of your business. Your business is not mine. I don't need to know. It's none of my business. I don't need to know what you are up to or are thinking about outside of these streams. It's like seeing your teacher in Walmart. I don't need to know. Enjoy your lives. And don't hurt people. That's the FE wisdom for today. The stream went in a really weird place. I never brought this back up. I forgot the whole deal about the last stream. I forgot to say with my words in person on a stream that I was very, very, very grateful to have that stream do so well while it was live. It was it's the first time that I've had that many views while live. I had no idea when I was live that it did that well. Because I don't check my CCV while I'm live. I care about myself. I care about myself, you know? So I wasn't looking. But then I checked the Discord and everybody's like posting screenshots and I'm like, oh. First of all, shout out everyone for posting screenshots. Thank you so much. 'Cause I would never have known. I wouldn't have known the scope of all the details of how that went. I would have only seen what was in the YouTube live tab. When I ended stream, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you end a stream on YouTube, it flashes all your statistics on screen, like an overview of how you did, how much money you made, the views, all that. Live viewership, viewer retention, it tells you all that. I ended the stream, and then it popped up with like, oh yeah, there were 40 people here. And I was like, huh? I literally out loud was like, huh? What do you mean? Incredible. So thank you so much. I didn't realize that that was a goal of mine that I had. to reach double digits. I didn't realize that was something I wanted until that it happened. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, that's something I wanted at one point. That was something I really wish would happen to me one day. In all my years of streaming. 5 years. So I'm really, really grateful and happy I got to experience that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support on the last stream. And for everything going forward. It almost made me feel all the more grateful to the people who are usually here, though. Because I'm well aware, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know not every stream's gonna be a winner. And not every stream's gonna be like, oh, 40 people are here, you know? And that is okay. I have settled on that thought a long time ago. But it makes me feel all the more grateful when things are going super well. For the people who are here when things aren't going so well, you know? When I'm pulling like 3 viewers. That's 3 people who are still here hanging out with me, regardless of how well I'm doing. They're just here to hang out. And I'm so grateful that I have that. Because I think I said this last time, I've never been on a stream where there wasn't at least one person there. And that is, as I said before, a feat for a streamer. It is a feat. Because a lot of people don't even get their first viewer for a very long time. But on this specific channel, there's always been someone there. And I will never not be grateful for that. Feet? Cannot believe you just said that, Andy. I'm being serious right now, and bro's like, feet? 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 No feet. No feet. No feet. None of that. Isn't this so different when you switch back? I look so pale. Isn't this different? Wow, I look so weird. Wow, Effie's back. When did she get back here? What? Hey! Wee-oo, wee-oo. Sorry about the siren. I can't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do about it. They have to turn it off. That's all them. I can't do anything. Sorry. And that's the shirt button. This is the shirt button. Shirt button. No, I don't want to be. I feel really naked when I do that. I feel so naked. Yeah. Those are my thoughts from last time. I'm extra grateful for it. Extra grateful for the reception on the last stream. Because it made me, like, rethink my channel in a positive way. I can't tell you what I was thinking about. Because I'd rather just do what I was thinking about. Rather than tell you about it. And then feel the satisfaction of telling you about it. And then leaving it at that. But it got me thinking in a positive way. I have a diary that I started. Like a journal. Just a journal. This little guy. My mom gave it to me. At some point, like right after I ended the stream that day. And I was like, maybe I'll start writing my thoughts down. And I was writing about, on March 15th, my thoughts. It's been that long, oh my god. I said, my recent success was due to a silly title and thumbnail, but I feel confident now in my ability to entertain authentically. That was something I said. And it's true. I did get that boost of confidence, and I wish I could have worked right away with that boost of confidence on new projects and stuff, but the cards just weren't in my favor. I ended up getting sick and stuff, so it just wasn't in the cards for me. It's okay. But I'm grateful that I was able to have that, like, perspective shift moment where I'm like, oh wow, people will actually watch me. This channel can actually grow. That's crazy. Maybe there's so much I can do. I feel the potential. And even if nothing ever works out, there's still people here. There will always be people here. Unless I delete the channel. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. I think this year so far, I'm already getting self-reflective. I'm already getting reflective about the year. Maybe, I don't know. But, so far things have been going pretty well, I'd say. I've had nothing, like, massive happen, but I've had little successes and projects succeed here and there. And that's a lot more than I can say for 2025 in comparison. Just the way it feels so far. Just the way it feels. It's not like I wasn't doing things last year, but I feel like all the things I did do ended up falling short in some way. Because, like, Ferris ended up getting cancelled. And my VTuber model, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And all the projects I was trying to work on just kept falling apart. But this year, I started off, I feel like, with a bang, you know? I started off with, you know, I posted a video a music video, the first one I made in a long time. And then I re-debuted the much wanted re-debut personally. Much personally wanted re-debut. I really needed that. I needed that refresh so bad. I'm not gonna lie to all you. My voice. Oh, ah! I'm drinking tea. It's just iced tea. It's my favorite one. It's the raspberry iced tea. Haven't had it since I was in college. Where was I with my rant? About me. My selfish rant. Yeah, I re-debuted, and then I had that great stream that I'm never gonna forget. Definitely one for the books. What a good stream that I had 2 weeks ago. Even if it never happens again, you know, it's something I'm grateful to experience. Because it recontextualizes everything. It makes me think, like, maybe I can believe in myself then. Not that I didn't believe in myself before, it's something I've been working on. I've been trying to, like, get myself in a better headspace and believe in myself and all that. But that made me really think, like, it really settled in my stomach, like, oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I'm an ephiepen worth watching. I don't know what else I wrote. Oh yeah, the same day. Let me read through this first before I read it out loud. I said, I don't need to aspire to be the very best. Perhaps my best is simply the most honest version of myself. And that's what got me. That's what got me about that stream. Was that I had no idea there were 40 people there. I thought there were like 5 people there watching. So I was just acting as I normally do. Entertaining as I normally would. And that kept people there. They were willing to watch that. I was like, wow. Wow. I don't need to change myself at all. Just stream atmosphere is calming and all. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciated your generosity in particular, Stargirl. On the last stream. I was like, wow. People are so nice. People are so nice. Yeah, going forward, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I have been writing again. I was complaining last time about how I couldn't write. My voice is just gonna be like this. It's just gonna be like this. I was complaining about how I couldn't write anymore and how I was trying my best to write. I've been writing again. Getting sick got me. It got me. I started writing again. And I've been enjoying that a little bit. It's fun to do. Although I'm like thinking way too hard about it still. Because I'm nervous about messing up, but I just write a little bit a day. I just write whatever I think about down in my little Google Doc. Maybe one day I'll share it. Who knows? It's not a very remarkable story, but I'm sure somebody will read it and like it. That's what I think. I had thoughts about this channel too, but can't tell you. It's a secret. Shh, it's a secret. There's always an audience for something. There sure is. I have all these big plans in my head that are gonna take forever to act on. But I just have to slowly... Slow progress is better than no progress. The one thing I gotta work on, I gotta start drawing again. That's something I need to do. Because if I don't draw, then... what's all this for? I have to at the very least keep drawing so that I can keep upgrading my live streams. You know? I have a blue notepad I've had since high school, and I always jot down story ideas and concepts in it. Sometimes just getting the idea down is the important part. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Flu's the worst. I don't think I'm gonna get my voice back. I think it's gone. It's gone. Oh yeah, my time management. I'm doing okay. In case anyone was worried about that, the 40 hours a week thing. I'm okay. I try to have fun where I can and do what I can. I'd obviously like more free time, but who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't love a little extra? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying my best. Hope you guys also keep trying your best. Ah! Something else I want to do. Please stop being gravelly. Oh my god! Ah! 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 Is it over? It's so over. Oh my god. Oh wait. Raspy voices are cute. I don't like having a raspy voice. I don't like it. I think it's bad. I think it sounds bad. I hate it. This kept happening at work too, where I would be checking a customer out and then my voice would completely disappear. And it would sound like I was just so dry. It would completely disappear while I was checking somebody out. And I'd be like, God damn it, bro. Every time. Like, my voice would go back to normal as soon as the customer left, and then another customer would come up, and there's like, and I'm like, why? Why? Well, I don't want to end stream if you're gonna tell me to. I was thinking about ending the stream, but now you've told me to do it, and now I don't want to. Now I don't want to. Now I don't want to. Stop giving me advice, because I'm not gonna It really is over. No, but listen, my voice, as soon as I turn the stream off, will come off. It will come back, rather. It'll come back. And then I'm gonna be annoyed, because I could have kept going. Well, 24-hour stream's too much. Yeah, this shit's not gonna come back. It's not coming back. I will just end stream. Whatever. Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry about all this. I'll be better next time. I'll better endurance. It's over. It's over for now. I have other things I need to do today anyway. Thank you for listening to me yap. I know I just yap all the time about stupid shit. Thank you for coming. And thank you for donating. I appreciate it. I'll be okay. I'm okay. I'll be fine. I just sound misleading right now. It's okay. Thank you for all the get well wishes. I've been reading the comments on my posts. I'm sorry I haven't responded. I was dying. Yeah, bye. Bye everyone.